What's my hair doing that weird thing? Okay. Oh, what is that? There we go. Hello, elements. Alright, everything's okay. I think everything's alright. I think we're good. I think we're good. Oh. Hey, bruh. Can you hear me okay? I don't know why. My headphones sound a little low. Okay. Johnny posted the funniest cursed content I've seen this week. Was it that weird video? Oh man, I forget what it was. Sound fine, audio is good. Help up, I'm being forked. Excuse me, it's not a fork. It's a back scratcher. Right, see? My back scratcher. The alternate ducktail. Yeah, that thing was weird, man. That was a little uncomfortable. Even I had trouble. Like it was, I don't know. I kind of had trouble laughing at it. Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? Just a guy doing okay, getting there. We're getting there, slowly but surely. I see that Metroid. Oh yeah, I forgot to put that back there. Back scratcher, back scratcher. Chris the King, what's going on? But hello, elements, bruh, just a guy, suave, Nitro, Ryan, what's going on? Chris the King, chill, Spike, butt scratcher. Glad you're streaming because I sure am in a funk. Yeah, Hero, I've been like that too. Just I got a lot of stuff going on. Some people know what's going on, and most people don't. I have not posted anything on Twitter or anything like that. But it's we're getting there slowly but surely. Hair's on fleek today. Thank you, Elements. And for using the word fleek, I am taking away your mod privileges. But no, thank you. Yeah, this is I just straightened it before we started. When I wash my hair, I think I streamed once without my hair straightened. Because what happens is I wash my hair and then it floofs out. Like it's I have wavy hair, and not curly hair. I wouldn't say curly hair, but it's very wavy hair. So it floofs out, and it's like it gets all tangled. It's all messed up. So I have to straighten it in order to keep it like manageable. But I can't do it immediately. So what ends up happening is I shower and then I blow dry it a little bit, but I don't like to blow dry too much because the heat is damaging to your hair. So I usually wait a day before I straighten it. And there was one day where I think I had to stream without it being straightened. So I did it anyway just to show, and it was like it floofs out all over the place. So like when I first straighten it, it's always super nice and manageable. Like I can get a comb through my hair right now and it'd be fine. But give it, when I wash it and it's dry, like I couldn't get a brush through it. I couldn't get anything through it. I also have a back scratcher. I have Green Soul. I have like, I want to say I have like 4. I have one here. I used to have another one that I kept over by the couch so that I had one here and one over there. I've got one at work. Like back scratchers is one of those things that you think like, oh, well, I'll just try and scratch it or I'll reach it with something. And then when you have one, you're like, okay, yeah, I'm never living without one of these. Getting ready for work. No problem, Flip Note. Have a good one. Enjoy your day at work. Mondays are always funky. Yeah. It's I don't know. It's a 2020. I feel like 2020 is a lot of people just still dealing with 2019 problems. Because that's one thing that people keep saying, like, how's the year treating you? Like, I'm still dealing with the crap from last year. So new crap hasn't had that much of a chance to build up this year. Not having the best month, honestly. Works a bunch of frustration. Yeah, I wish I had a magic phrase to tell you that makes it all better, but the reality is it's just kind of crap. Yeah, still dealing with 2015 to be. Future sucks. Yeah, I guess this is the future. This is the future to our past. I guess so. You had a splitting. I got a headache this big, and it's screaming for Excedrin. Clap them cheeks is my magic phrase. Well, you'll never hear me say that. Oh, crap, I just said it. So hopefully everybody had a relatively decent weekend. My weekend was, this is Green Soul. This is the future where Biff got the almanac. I am 100% convinced that that's what happened. My weekend was like super blah. Like I didn't do anything. Like I was sitting there yesterday. I think I posted about it on Twitter about how like I kind of wish I had some, I had nowhere to go, nothing to do. But I think I needed that. I think I needed a blah weekend. Every once in a while we need a blah weekend to remind us how much fun it is when good weekends show up. You know what I mean? I think we need that stuff. What we do need, though, is a little bit of Gonzalez. Last night helped me feel a little bit better. Oh, well, that's good then, Hero. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, Crave the Rabbit. Only missing one Pokemon, Zacian, to have a complete Pokemon home Pokedex. But yeah. So hopefully, walk for 15 kilometers. Very nice, very nice. Japan makes it all better in some way. Blah days keep things in perspective. Yeah, even if it makes you feel awful. Yeah, I mean, we think about days where like we don't want to go out, we don't want to do things, and then it's important to realize that there are days, for some people anyway, where you do kind of want to go out, you do kind of want to do something. So it helps you to recognize, when those opportunities approach or appear, and hey, you got a chance to go out. Maybe somebody calls you up and says, hey, what's going on, or you find out that there's a new arcade somewhere that you want to go check out. You're more willing to go and try those things if you have those days where you think, I really wish I did something. Because otherwise you just sit in the house the whole time, and that's super fun, only up to a certain point though. Playing Dragon Quest 6 all weekend? That's 6, right? Right? VI is 6. Yeah, glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here, though. I'm always glad everybody's here. You get to watch me play a game that I actually haven't played in a while. It's been kind of a long time. Yeah, VI is 6. Yeah, there we go. I remember my Final Fantasies. Yeah, you get to watch me play a game that I haven't played in a long time, and everybody knows that I'm a big Metroid fan. So I was actually worried about playing these games on stream because I'm always worried about performance. I have like performance anxiety, which is sort of a funny thing to say, but when I put on a game like A Boy and His Blob on the Wii, I don't ask me why that was on my mind. When I put on a game like A Boy and His Blob on the Wii, a game that I've been interested in, but I've never actually played through before, and I suck at it. It's like, okay, well, I've never played it before. I kind of suck at it. We're learning. We're all learning together. I absolutely love Metroid, and I don't think that that's a secret for anybody. So when I play a Metroid game, I feel like there's a certain amount of, I kind of have to be a little good at that. You know what I mean? If I put on Symphony of the Night and started dying, you would think, really? You've played this game like 100 times? You're all right? I get that, Greg, but I think just enjoying the fun times is enough. I mean, you played through Luigi's Mansion without without us yelling at you. Suave, I'm going to disagree with you there. I feel like some people were yelling at me. Don't worry, Greg. I'm always judging you. You're fine for now. Hey, Prismatic Void. Yeah. So there's always that kind of like, I don't know, and then like I said, if you saw on Twitter, I talked about how the picture quality, like, because I have to use this stupid weak upscaler, and the game is visually not going to look as justified as it should be because the game's amazing. I know people were telling me about the Dolphin emulator, which I'm gonna have to give a shot. I don't have the adapter for the GameCube controller on my PC. So I would need to wait and try and get something like that. But I'm interested in giving it a shot because, yeah, Metroid Prime, I feel like Metroid Prime is a game that, without remastering, just like upscaling, you know what I mean? Like, or remastering is fine. Not remastering, not remaking. I feel like if you just remastered Metroid Prime for 1080p or for 4K, 60 frames, you do fantastic. I think the game would look amazing. And that's the thing, when people talk about like the Metroid Prime games, I don't need a remake. At this point, I think the games look great. I really just need a remaster where everything is true 1080p or 4K, which I'm not, I'm not a 4K person, but 1440 would be nice. It's a GameCube game in 4:3 on a small window. Yeah, and that's the thing. In Elements, I've used this is the same upscaler that I always use, and people have said I used it for the Dreamcast, and everybody said the same thing. Like it looks fine, so that's fine. I love Dolphin. It's so well made and has everything you could want. I even got it to connect to my Wiimote and nunchuck. For 420 69p. No, bruh, that's 420p 69 frames a second. There you go. That's actually terrible quality, by the way, but but we do it for the meme. I often mistake real life with Metroid Prime. When I wake up, I think I'm on Talon 4 on occasion. When are we getting Metroid Prime in Quake Vision? Oh boy. Isn't that Metroid Prime Trilogy 16? Isn't the Metroid Prime Trilogy 69? Yes, I believe so. Wait, are you using composite? Yes, this is composite video. My little tiny crappy $10 upscaler only takes composite video. That's why this is gonna look so crappy. Hey, unqualified gamer. And it's like a little crap. The problem is, before we get started, the problem is my monitor. My monitor is a 1080p monitor, which also sees 720p. Anything lower than that, it will not display. And that's the biggest issue that I had. I tried looking for a TV, because I have a 24-inch PC monitor. It's like the Samsung curved monitor thing. I tried looking for a television, like a small 25-inch television to have as my second monitor. They don't come with what's called, I think it's called VESA mounting, which is, I have one of those dual monitor arm things where it's like they're not standing on the desk. It's like a plate that you screw onto the back of the monitor. I think it's called VESA mount. TVs don't have that. A TV would be fine because a TV would be able to see the 480 or the 240 signal that I put into it, but they don't have the mounting that I need for it to fit my setup. It's kind of all over the place. You can't use the GameCube controller. Yeah, I don't like, and I don't like the Metroid Prime Trilogy for one specific reason, which we'll get into. When we get there, eventually, I'll show you. But if you follow me on Twitter, you probably already know what it is. Smash Brothers. I do not have the Smash Brothers GameCube controller. You can use the GameCube controller with the Dolphin. Which one is composite? Composite is yellow, red, and white. Component is the one with RGB or red, blue, green, and then red and white audio. 17 subs away from 10,000. Very, very nice. Congrats. Yeah, red, white, yellow is composite. RGB is component. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So let's get into it. But I can't do this. Actually, yeah. Well, not RGB. It's the 3-color wires. It's the red, blue, and green wires. But it's not actual RGB. RGB. For us to get RGB, we need like a SCART connection, which I would love to upgrade all my old stuff to SCART, but that's crazy expensive to do on that scale. All right. Oh yeah, Ryan, I had the audio muted. It was running the whole time. I wanted to make sure everybody sees the GameCube thing. Yeah. I had it muted on purpose. Oh wait, hold on. Oh no, wait. Which button is it? Is it the Z button? Yes. I forget which one it is. I need to find a better CRT. My old one's just too small. There's another one in the house, but and yeah, I want to use it for like end games. Elements. I am looking into picking up a bigger. I have a PVM, 14-inch JVC PVM. I'm looking into getting a 20-inch, a bigger one, specifically for like my Dreamcast and stuff. SCART was HDMI before HDMI over in these. I know, man. You guys had SCART, and I'm so mad about that. I mean, I'm happy for you, but I'm sad for us. Still can't believe this thing will be 20 next year. I'm only 23, but in terms of feeling old, really starting to feel it. Yeah, you're starting to. Here, let's. All right. Yeah, GameCube is 20 next year. My God. All right. So I gotta ask. Regular or fusion suit? Actually, no. Never mind. We're gonna do regular because I don't remember what the fusion suit does to the phase-on screen. Oh, but then look now, everybody they're already saying fusion suit. Okay, I'll leave it to you. Fusion suit or regular suit? Go. I know Metal Jesus had an HD adapter for unfortunately. The Eon. Ryan in the hunt with a sub. Oh, I'm sorry. Cream the Rabbit gifting a sub to Ryan. Thank you so much, Cream the Rabbit. Very much appreciate that. I see Ryan has already thanked Cream. All right, fantastic. Fusion suit. All right, we're looking fusion. We were stuck with. Yeah, I know you guys had 50 hertz. So yeah, we each had our victory and our losses. All right. Oh wait. Oh, hold on. I have to So can I not? Or when I start a new game, will it give me the option? No, normal mode. Hold on. Oh no, okay. All right, so hold on. We're gonna do fusion suit. Okay, we're gonna do fusion suit. Do I have to hook it up to the Game Boy now? I thought it was something that once you unlocked, you could pick. Hold on, I want to see, because I got the stuff here. Let's be clear here. I got everything right here. Um, so we're going fusion suit. If I have to do that, and that's why you play Prime Trilogy. No, we're going fusion suit. Yeah, you do have to connect the GBA every time you want the fusion suit. All right. Oh boy, hold on. And now my controller is like. Oh boy, it's been a while. It's been a while. It like, yeah, it won't stop. I really need to like clean out these controllers. Oh man. Hold on. Uh-oh, hold on. I got more controllers. All right. Let's go old purple. Is this Doom 2016 but in 2002? All right, let's see if this one does it. Okay, so we're good. No thank epic narration for you. The e-reader says you need a GBA system with the wire and fusion. All right, so we're doing this. Hold on. No, we're not. No. All right. I got one of those GBAs that I got from the Goodwill store. Can't find my GameCube adapter. I can't find my adapter. Oh, it's upstairs. I think it's upstairs. I hate it because now I got it. That's why we play Prime Trilogy. Oh man. That sucks. I really wanted to do the fusion suit too. I don't know. What do you think? Should we just continue like this? I know it's probably annoying everybody by now. Time to put up the BRB. Yeah, I really kind of want to. I want to do, and it's funny. It makes no sense. It makes no difference because we're not gonna see the character anyway. We'll just do regular. We'll do regular. Yeah. Oh, this is disappointing. All right. All right. Fine. Oh my god. I like Metroid Prime 4 to give a zero suit playthrough. Oh, that would be interesting. I think I don't know if that'll happen because the zero suit functionality was different. Well, can I change that? In the middle of a playthrough? That's not something I can do, right? Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, are you serious? What's happening here? There, okay. Disappointment almost as great as an oatmeal cookie. No, almost as great as when you are eating you're eating a chocolate chip cookie and you find out it's an oatmeal raisin cookie. And so the scanning of things has begun. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the fusion suit is the Varia color scheme. Yeah. I'm a fan of VR tech right now. Oh my god, this in VR would be amazing. And it's occurring to me that not only have I not played this in a long time, the last time I played this, the last couple of times I've played this, has been on the trilogy. So it's occurring to me that I have not played this in a while. In Metroid 1, she could do all those same things in a leotard. Yeah, but she also had green hair in the first one, which I really dug, but... Oh my god. That... Oh god, I wish the picture quality was better. The first time I played this and the steam hit me and the condensation, like my visor got all messed up, or with the condensation all over it, I was like... I was so in it. By the way, this is not going to be what is this, Time Gal? Wow, Time Gal. This is not going to be 100%. This is not going to be all scans or any of that craziness. Mostly because I remember this game and I remember there being like a couple of scans that if you miss them, they're gone forever, or at least they were hard to remember to get. Whoa. Yeah, 1.0 has a few scans. And that's why I don't bother. That's why I don't bother with it. The stupidest thing to collect are the artifacts anyway. Well, I mean, you have to collect those. Yeah, but I'm not 100% or anything like that. I've done 100% in this game before. I don't care to do it anymore. Isn't the scan? By the way, yes, this is the original. This is my original GameCube with my original copy of the game. So this is like 1.0 or whatever it is. I usually go for 100%. That way I don't forget. Yeah, I don't sweat it. I think I'm long past the stage of like, oh, I gotta try and collect every collectible, and that's why I think collectathon games never really appeal to me. You know, whenever people talk about like Banjo-Kazooie and all of those, where it's just their collectathon type game, they never appeal to me. And I think that's why, like, I have no interest in like, oh my god, I got every tiny little thing. Some games I did, you know, Super Metroid and stuff like that. I've collected everything in those games, and you know, but I don't put too much stock into it, especially when there's nothing extra. I try and get everything I need to get the best ending once at least. Prime time, baby! Go! They're really trying to kill me, man. I almost feel bad for them. I mean, I don't, but well, that's Spyro out the window. Spyro, Banjo, Donkey Kong 64. I've never played Donkey Kong 64. I know that that's a collectathon. Never played Mario Sunshine. I know that that's a collectathon. Whoa. Donkey Kong 64 isn't exactly super good, though. out here hurting feelings. All right, here we go. Here. I will... There we go. A new research item. Spyro is at least manageable and has small areas. And I keep trying to dual stick look view, and I'm like, okay, this is a first person game. I like 100% the games as much as possible. I love RPG games. They have an in-game bestiary. I like some collectathon games, but not all, oddly enough. I love Mario. Really enjoy Spyro, SpongeBob, for Battle for Bikini Bottom, but Banjo never did it for me. I think a lot of that just has to do with how much you like the game itself, the atmosphere, the characters, the mechanics of the game. Hey, lizard! Like, all of this is fantastic little flavor text, but I'm sitting here like, give me the red ones that actually mean something. What kind of control scheme would I want for MP4? This is fine. I think that this control scheme works very well. I don't, the point and click thing or the motion controls I really don't want. Just give me a standard controller. Standard controller I think is fine. First Pat Labor. Wow, it's Pat Labor. Oh my god. That's one of those, like, wow, I watched that when it came out. Like, or probably not when it came out, but I remember watching that a long time ago. That and Appleseed, the first Appleseed. I remember watching that like long time ago. Pat Labor. Pat Labor. Now that's a name I've not heard in a long time. Oh my god. Motion controls would be a good option. I don't know how well it would work because the Switch doesn't have an IR sensor. I would still prefer a standard, but yeah, that's why I'll standard controller. That's fine. Only watched the CGI Appleseed. The OVA was good. I liked it. I thought that was good classic stuff right there. Classic Masamune Shirow, I think, right? It was kind of arse, but it was like $3. And there was a movie called Armitage the Third, which I always kind of liked that movie. I thought it was, I mean, it was not the greatest movie in the world, but I thought it was good. Mr. Ghost in the Shell himself. You know what I have? I have this thing. If you look it up online, it's called Masamune Shirow Cyber Girls, and it is like a collection of prints of Shiro artwork. It's really cool. God, I've had that for, whew. That was one of those, the first time I saw it, I grabbed it. Like, I ordered it. Yeah, standard button control, that's fine. The only problem is you'd have to work on the third game. You'd have to work on Metroid Prime 3 because Metroid Prime 3 was developed with motion controls with the Wiimote in mind. So you'd have to just rework a few things, which I don't think is hard at all. Is it his old artwork, or like his old artwork? But some of it's kind of, you know, a little showy, but not porn or anything, nothing like that. Whoa! Look at you. I love it. They die, and they shoot. All right. All right, get in there. All right, there we go. Like from a series, not just yeah. It's a couple of Kusanagi from Ghost in the Shell, a couple original pieces. I don't think there's an Appleseed piece in there. Okay. Oh yeah, you have to. No. No. Okay, there we go. Kind of odd how the scan visor is so small in this game. When in 3 it takes up the entire screen. Which I would prefer. I actually very much prefer that. I'm still gonna pick up the Ghost in the Shell manga. I never finished the series of Ghost in the Shell. I've only ever seen the first movie. I know that the second movie, what everybody said was kind of blah, and then Standalone Complex I heard was good. What am I looking for here? There we go. Innocence, that's what it is. More horror-focused Metroid Prime game someday. Yeah, something more, something Metroid meets Dead Space without the horror, gross out stuff, because that's not really Metroid. That's Dead Space. I don't like the Ghost in the Shell movie. It's boring. You don't like the anime, the first anime? Did you watch the ScarJo Ghost in the Shell movie? I watched the movie. I did not think that movie was horrible. I think that it was not better than the first one, but I will say that I think the Scarlett Johansson Ghost in the Shell movie was easier to follow than the original anime. Oh wait, hold on. Both are boring. Oh my god, that's a horrible noise. Okay. Alright. Why? Oh. Oh, that sucks. Oh. Oh my god, come on. Come on, baby. Oh no. I wonder if it's possible to... I guess you can't. There we go. What exactly is Ghost in the Shell? Ghost in the Shell was an anime from early mid-90s. Very, very sci-fi. One of those, like, when people talk about, oh, have you ever watched anime before? That used to be, it was always Ghost in the Shell, Ninja Scroll, and Akira. That were the movies like, oh, I've seen anime before. And that's what they saw. It was always one of those. on. I keep hitting the wrong button to like to scan. Give me some missiles. Alright, hurry up. Get out. I feel like I have to go this way. Die! I didn't want to charge beam him. I wanted to make him feel like he had a chance. Where am I going? All right. Where are I? Oh my god! I was trying to like. I'm so bad with first-person controls. Oh my god. Yeah, not long for Samus to get into a countdown situation here. Okay. I keep trying to like dual controls. God, it's been a long time. Right? Am I going the right way? Did I get turned around? I think I got turned around. I got turned around. Oh my god, there's gunk all over the place. Whee! I wonder if I'll find Luke's arm down here. It's just so tense. It's so tense so early. Here, we'll do that so they don't block up my visor. You hear a Wilhelm scream coming from far, not down the way. Hold on, I got one of those. Oh my god! Okay, here we go. Oh no, wait, this is way. I have one of those then. Wait. Whoa. Meow. Oh my god, we need that. We need the fantastic Ridley noise. Whee! I hate the Wilhelm scream. It takes me out of the movie. Oh no! Oh man, that sucks. What a weak hit to cause so much damage. Like How does she defeat all of these enemies? I mean, a hard thwack, and she loses all of her powers. Again, I like that they somehow wrote it into the story that happens. Room is depressing. There we go. Okay. I mean, that's, you know, maybe the room is going through a lot. And there it is. The dumbest reason for losing powers in video games. Fun fact, if you use the fusion suit, Samus's face texture beneath the mask is actually different. It looks similar, but I think her eyes are a little wider and her cheekbones are slightly higher. Kind of fitting in the whole, the procedure modified how Samus looks underneath the armor. I guess that works. I lost my armor. Must be Tuesday. And that is why now Metroid can't crawl. Yeah, I don't like to think about it too much. This is where Zelda comes to us in a dream to tell us that she's trapped in the basement of the castle. Ooh, I got just the rain on the left side of my headphones. Fusion has the best excuse for it. Yeah, Fusion has a great excuse. Like, they had to remove the suit and everything. That makes perfect sense. So you play Metroid Prime. How was your final today? It was fun. It was fun. Yeah, Super Metroid doesn't even explain where the upgrades went. Super Metroid is just like, oh, here she is. Yay. Save progress to memory card and slot. Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, at this point, and that's the thing, like, you don't care. Like, you know why they do it. They do it because it's a video game. You don't want to start with everything. I don't know. I like that, even if it's lame, I like that they at least attempt to explain it. Yeah, even the Mega Man comics explain why he doesn't Sentinel, I think in the cartoon, in the Mega Man cartoon, super fighting robot, I think they say that when he takes powers, it's for just a short amount of time. It's not long. All right. Oh my god, it's so, like, so much nostalgia. Just got back from the entire movie. It was a good film. It was pretty much what Ash said from Game Explained. I'll watch it. I think I'll watch it at some point. Yeah, it's a video game. Don't think about it too much. Yeah. We'll try and scan as much as we can, because I think at the beginning, I think we've already missed something that you can't get back, right? Oh my god. This is first person games. This is why I got used to third person where I can move both sticks. Yeah, it can only carry so much data on the powers and eventually needs to free up space. Okay, so yeah. Did I scan the Parasite Queen? I think I did, but isn't there something small on the beginning ship that you miss? One of the best jumps from... Yeah, I would say, Sean, I would probably say my favorite jump from 2D to 3D. Hey, Alpha Chase. Oh, wait, no, we did it. Yeah, I keep trying to use both sticks in order to look around. It's so much nostalgia, hearing all the music and stuff. Alright. Oh yeah, this was the game that taught me just move around with the scan visor on the whole time. Not you. Oh, that's the thing for half pipe. Oh, God. I'm sitting here trying to charge. This is why Prime... Oh, my God. Prime should absolutely be on the Switch. Especially if the Nintendo themselves weren't sure what to do with the series during the N64. Yeah, no Metroid game on 64. How about that? It feels like such a weird omission. You could thank Smash Brothers Melee for getting people to... Probably, but I don't know. I think Metroid is just amazing anyway. But I don't know. I feel like there were enough fans of Super Metroid to have said, "Oh my God, we need a new Metroid." And then when this came out, I think there was a decent amount of fanfare when this came out, especially since it came out with 2 games. So I think that there were a lot of people that were excited about it coming out. Abnormal seismic activity. Seismic activity. Disturbance at room site. There we go. Okay. Alright. Stop. I keep holding the button trying to charge, and I don't have that yet. Thinking is hard, says Nintendo. Alright, let's just run past them. I gotta kill them to get XP. Ew. Yeah, Ryan, I've never done any of the special tricks in this game. I've never done. I remember the first time somebody said, you know, oh, it's 1.0 and you could do this and that, and I'm like, yeah, I've never. I think I've watched a speed run of this game maybe once or twice, but I've never learned any of these tricks. I mean, this is the first time in years that I'm even playing the game. Yeah, I've never done any of that stuff. It'd be interesting to try. Yep. Hell yeah, I have this on the virtual console.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Retro Salaryman, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. See, it's the Metroid that gets them, you know, watching Metroid. Ooh, save station detected. What are you telling me about save station for? Don't tell me about save. Just tell me where I have to go. That's all. That's why I leave the hint system on. Oh wait, you need to, because she's already used one a couple of times and still doesn't know what it is. Make an RPG out of it. Yeah, you can make an RPG out of any game franchise. Every adventure franchise, you can do something with. Waiting for that Angry Birds RPG to come out. Woo! Oh wait, that's right there. Okay. Any more of those bees? I guess you can't make them out. Yeah, this is just a ripoff of Halo 2. I like that it's not a ripoff of Halo 1. It's a ripoff of Halo 2. Reminds you, since you saw it, have you heard of the Cyberdog? Yes, Elements. I had not heard of it before, but I know exactly why I haven't heard of it. My Saturn import experience is with fighting games and stuff like that, shooters, RPGs that are all Japanese. I stayed away from. I didn't really have any experience with them because it wasn't really the closest I had experience to a Japanese RPG was a game called Terra Fantastica, which was a Final Fantasy Tactics Vandal Heart style, like a strategy RPG. I had a copy. I wouldn't mind getting another copy of that game, even though the whole game was in Japanese. I didn't understand any of it. No. Oh, that's all the same damn thing. Legend of Zelda, for instance, I think a Legend of Zelda RPG would be terrific. I think it fits very, very well. Oh wait, one of these walls is fake, isn't it? This stuff, isn't this like Bendesium? Yeah, just not in the market for the genre. I was watching some of it last night. Yeah, I watched a little bit of it today. Like the storyline and everything is all Japanese, and that will always, drive it down for me. No! Okay. Scan the damn thing. There we go. Stop trying to charge beam him. Zelda 2 is an action RPG. I would argue that Zelda 2 is an action adventure, not an RPG. With action adventure with RPG, because the thing with Zelda 2 is that you don't do any character strengthening. You get spells, but you don't get weapon and armor upgrades. You don't go up in levels. Your weapons and stuff go. So yeah, I guess that kind of yeah, I guess so. I forgot about the power up and stuff. Yeah, I guess it kind of is. It's just very different. It's different because it's not like you're getting weapons and armor. You're upgrading your attack and your defense. So I guess that technically counts. Yeah, it's kind of like a leveling system. Well, it is a leveling system, not kind of like one. Oh boy, who built this? Well, I mean, the Chozo built it, but. These. Hold on. Oh wait, aren't these different? Yeah, these are like different. Yeah, here we go. Oh boy. Oh my god. Dead. I couldn't figure out where the hell I fell into the water. Dead. It's so... I know, Lizard! Stop teasing me for that. I can't help it. Yeah, I could not tell where the hell I fell into the water. Yeah, and Elements, and that's why I'm not a big fan of them either. This was the first-person game that I really, really enjoyed, and I think a lot of it was just because it was, it's Metroid. But as far as like gameplay-wise, I don't like FPS games. That's why it's so amazing that I'm gonna pick up Cyberpunk when that comes out. But yeah, I don't really like FPS games for that exact reason. I don't know, I can't function if I can't see my character. Like that was a dumb death, you know? And I'm not getting any health pickups for some reason. Cyberpunk is in Cyberpunk 2077 is in first person. They were talking about some of it being in third person, I think, but I think they're saying that it's all going to be FPS now. Like they're not going to do any of the first person stuff or the third person stuff. And Halo is another game that one of the reasons I like Halo is the same reason I like this is because they are there's a storyline to it. You know, my experience with FPS games is often the storyline is very bland because it's very combat focused. So I like that there's storyline with this and with Halo especially. The vehicles are in third person. Yeah. And then now I have to scan. This is, you know... No, don't scan that. Oh my god, the speed at which I scan. Hold on. Oh my god. Stop. Like the shooting and stuff along with RPG stuff. Yeah, it's an interesting setup. If you just shoot in the lane, you'll hit them. Oh my god. Well, here we go. Okay. Yep, no. Get him. Oh, I thought I got it. It's a lot of work for a missile. Whoosh. Yeah, I know. I remember. You don't have to tell me again. I remember from the beginning. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, wait. No. Scan that. Scan. Oh my god. Scan that. Alright. Nope, can't do that. Come on, just roll into the ball. You remember how to do it. Whoops. Hold on. Here we go. Right? Yeah, see, I keep trying to, like, move my camera angle to look down. It's first-person games. It always kind of throws me off. Yeah, if it's yellow, you don't have to scan it. I always forget. I could have sworn... Is it Metroid 2 that makes it Metroid Prime 2 that you have to scan the upgrades and stuff? Or is it never necessary and I'm totally remembering wrong? I mean, that's entirely possible and very likely. Open the door! If it's yellow, let it mellow. Brown, flush down. Okay. With the weirdest map system ever. There we go. As a kid, Fusion was my first Metroid game. Seeing videos from Prime when Samus's arm cannon opens to fire missiles, made me think, oh wow, that's really cool. It's these little, it's the little touches. It's the little things where, you know, she could just fire missiles, but the fact that there's an animation for it is always, you know, that always helps. This way, I think, yeah. Wait. No. Alright. Save point, because we are on the GameCube and we need to do things like save. If it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, blow it up. Boop, boop. Having an animation for opening a chest without shoes in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it's little touches. You know, one of the common ones is in this game, the when you've got the X-ray scope on, you can see her hand in the arm gun in the cannon. Little touches like that. Oh wait, these are scannables. Now. Oof. Where does Metroid keep his missiles? Let's see here. Alright. No. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You only need all the items for 100%. Oh, okay. I thought you needed all the scans. Yeah, I could have sworn you needed all the scans. I mean, I couldn't tell you where all the items are in this game anyway, but... If they changed it so Samus didn't always have her arm cannon, but her arm could transform it. Nah, I don't know. Scan is its own 100%. Oh, okay. Well, that's when I think about 100%ing the game. To me, that's everything. Okay, so now. Oh my god, did that drop me below 100? Ow, ow! Don't be a douche. Alright, get some health, get some health. Get some health! Oh yeah, yeah, I mean... Let's be honest, if you want to watch the true ending, we'll go to YouTube. That's why I'm not too like, we gotta see see it all the way through. Like, okay, I mean, we see it. If not, go to YouTube. We'll watch the video. Where am I headed? Not up there. Not up there. Up there? Over there? Hey, come on, health! Health! Yeah, all those things blew up, but they took off so much health. Ah. All right. Oh my god, where's my charge beam? I'll sit here for 10 hours waiting with a frown on my face. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're going to get extra story and stuff, that's different. You know, like Valkyrie Profile, when we finally get around to playing Valkyrie Profile here, I'm going to do the true ending because it's a completely different ending. Like there's way more story when you do the true ending. Games where like you have to, you know, you do all this extra stuff and you get like an extra screen at the end. Look, I'll download the image and share it on Twitter. It's not that serious. I hope you have a guide for that. Yes, Elements. I should still have a guide somewhere. It's like a 2 or 3 page guide in order to do the Valkyrie Profile true ending is very complicated to get. Where it's actually one of the true endings that I hate the most because you have to start doing it from early in the game. If you don't manipulate the game early on, it is impossible for you to get the true ending of Valkyrie Profile. And I don't like it because it's the canon ending. Oh, wow. There we go. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Damn. What? Wow. Totally. I was locked in. How did I whiff it on a missile? Ooh. Fancy. Look at him. You're always so fancy. With the big booty. All right, we're going to shoot that booty. Here we go. Here we go. Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Oh, I don't have any missiles. It's Independence Day all over again. Where's Randy Quaid to crash his jet into the ass of this monster? Come on, come on, come on. Oh my god. There we go. Greg did the space train. I did not, Bert. I did not. There we go. Ooh, what game? Hold on. Hold on, what, is that the N64 game? Hold on, what N64 game we talking about here? Hold on. I like fancy stuff. Alright. Alright. We're chugging along. We're chugging along. We're getting our equipment back. I want my charge beam back. I didn't realize how much I missed until it was gone. So I like the idea that Samus fuses with her suit in a biological way. The Morphball being a way to compress her to such an extent as she just becomes... Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. But to scan some runes. I love Prime soundtrack. Yeah, Prime soundtrack is good. It's Fendrana Drifts. For the win. For the win. Let's. No, that's a purple door. Yeah, up on the bridge. It's funny. I think this is the first time. I mean, this is obviously the first time we had it in 3D. I always picture the morph ball being a lot smaller. So I think this is the first time we actually see the scale of the morph ball. It's like, oh, it's like a body-sized ball. It's like the size of a human being. Okay, do not do what John did in the SUV playthrough. What did he do that I need to avoid? Because I'm not. This is not going to be that level of playthrough. That's for sure. Which is funny because I'm pretty sure I was there and I don't remember. There we go. Oh, you forgot to scan. Well, Bert, this is not 100% playthrough. This is not going to be 100% scans. So I assure you, I'm not going to get a 99%. I promise you, it's going to be significantly less. Yes, don't kill Richter. Yeah, this is just a playthrough. We're just having some fun here. No, no, no. No, I did the wrong thing. Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, get up. Oh my god. Get up there. Okay. Oh my god. Get over here. I'm so late. Okay, there we go. Good lord. Yeah, it's casual playthrough. Calm and cool, baby. Oh wait, I hate scanning these things. Yeah, see, that's a research item. Like, how am I supposed to know that? It's a door. The first thing they showed me was how to destroy them. Just don't post it to any fan sites. I'll post this on YouTube, and if they wanna give me a hard time, they can keep clicking. Chilling with some Metroid Monday vibes. Monday vibes. It's all right. You know me. You know I love some Metroid. Let's go that way. Woo! Okay. Ow, 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 ow. Let's not go that way. Negative publicity, still publicity. I mean, there's good negative publicity and there's bad negative publicity. There's always that idea of like, oh well, bad publicity is still publicity. Not if I murder somebody. People are gonna have they're not gonna wanna like, comment, and subscribe if I murder somebody. I mean, I suppose it depends on who, but oh crap. Hey, Zayaverse. Zayaverse? Zay? Is it Zay? Zay? Just Zay? I keep using the C stick to try and move the camera. Okay, there we go. Be sure to stab that bell like I did that person. Like, oh, okay, that's not, all right. Am I headed the right way? Yeah, okay. play too much of those modern FPS games. Well, it is modern warfare. Birds of Prey? Anyone? Oh, you mean Harley Quinn and her friends? It reminds me of like Spider-Man and his amazing friends, but it's Harley Quinn. Oh, I hate trying to scan those things. Yeah, you want to gain more presence. People will know your name, but not in the best way possible. Although, I think the state of things as they are now has proven that bad publicity can sometimes, make you a very prominent figure in society. Unfortunately. Speaking of which, Greg, do you know what time it is? I imagine it's time to earn some silver points. Or to spend some silver points. I'm seeing the Sonic movie next week. Hammer time! Scan them! There we go. Are you implying bad publicity might be yeah, oh, something like that. Batman update time. Thoughts on the new Batsuit. Is there a better view of that Batsuit than the one that we got? The real up close where everybody was saying that it's like the gun. He turned the gun that was used to kill his parents into the back. Because that felt like a stretch and a half to me. But apparently that's what it is. Yeah, we didn't. It was like an up close thing with his face in the cowl. It wasn't even a bat suit shot. It was the cowl and the chest was it. That's not even the whole suit. It's time to stop. Yeah, I didn't really see anything in that reveal that should have been, amazing. It was like up close. Yeah, he has used the gun that Chill used, but in the comics he smelted it down to make the emblem. Yeah, in this one it's like you can kind of see elements of the gun, like you can see the handle and stuff, which is fine. But like I don't know, it just I don't know. Yeah, it was just a camera test. It was an up close camera test. It was not that amazing. What I'll tell you what was amazing. The video was in red. It had like this red lighting to it. Somebody color altered the video so that it's in black and white, and I actually like that better. How did he get that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he stole it from like the police evidence locker or something. Gonna head off for now. Later, Prismatic. Have a good one. This is one of those games where, and it's Metroid, so it's always like that. When people ask me about the music, I couldn't really recite the music to you. But when I'm playing the game, I realize that I'm sitting there going... It's like, okay, yeah, it's good. Oh, wait, that's right. Oh, that's right. I was supposed to be scanning those stupid... that's what you were saying earlier. Yeah, that's okay. Magmore I love the Magmore Caverns music. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Oh my god, get up. Isn't there one? Yeah, yeah. The rune strike again. Yeah, I don't remember any of this game. I don't remember. Things happen and then I remember them. Like, oh yeah, I forgot about the runes. And there's one in that spiral area where I came up the first time. And there was one that I remember. Oh no, are they all in this room? The very first Tomb Raider game, was one that I always remember, where I think I know what I'm doing, and then I realized I forgot something, and it was always the there were like the 3 bars, and then there were or 1 bar, and then it was like the 3 gears. For anybody that remembers the very first Tomb Raider game, I always remember playing through that game. I played through that game multiple times, and it was always the same thing. Like, oh yeah, I forgot to collect these. Forgot to collect the cogs. Because the last one's not in here, right? Yeah, because the last one's out in that big spirally area, isn't it? Or is the last one in here too? Tomb Raider series is on the list. The ones I've played, I keep getting stuck. Tomb Raider is difficult. Tomb Raider can be very tricky to play through. Cogs. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if the last rune was in here for this area. Yeah, right there. Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. I got stuck in the Tomb Raider 3. I played the first Tomb Raider a couple of times. Tomb Raider 2 I didn't like. I actually really didn't like Tomb Raider 2. Tomb Raider 3 I played a little bit of. I thought that the difficulty was... I thought that it was way harder than the other ones. Like, to the point where it was unpleasant to play for me. I didn't like it. I thought that the difficulty ramped up way too hard, too fast. Like, the first boss was the statue with the 6 arms. And I thought, wow, this is unbelievably difficult compared to anything else in the other games. Well, in 1 anyway, because 2 I didn't play all the way through. Just dramatically opens. Okay. Sure it has. There we go. Oh my god, charge beam. Tomb Raider seems too clunky for me. It was clunky. And it definitely took some getting used to. But you could get used to it. It might be more difficult now because we have had so many games that have controlled so much better. Why did they just open all of a sudden? That's to make you kill them. See, that's clever. That's clever, even though it's not. It's clever, but it's not necessary because this game starts out with what is effectively a tutorial area. So it's a little overkill when it comes to training you how to use your items. Time to get the Various suit. Oh, is that like an early skip or something? Is there something we can do to get it early? Because you don't get it yet, right? I haven't even gotten bombs yet. Ah. There we go. Oh, charge beam. Ow. Yeah, it's so good in this game. Like, it's in Super Metroid, you have it and you use it, but it doesn't feel vital. It feels so vital in this game. Ow. Okay, hey. You know, pulling in items and power-ups, or the items anyway, it feels so important. You know, in the 3D space, it's difficult to grab everything that it appears when it appears, so it's so necessary to use. I had a really hard time with classic Resident Evil. It took a long time for me to get the hang. That's tank controls. That's. Ugh. I mean, it's necessary because of the. Well, it's not really, but. Yeah, and Super does that screw attack thing, but that's about it. Normal shooting is, but yeah, you just fire because you can fire so fast, so effectively. Oh. Oh no! There we go. Ow! Okay. Like, and it doesn't feel, and that's the problem with that whole, like, pulling in the items. It doesn't feel like, oh, what a neat little feature. It feels like you have to absolutely do that. Like, that's a vital skill for you to have. All right. Jump. Oh, my God. All right. Nothing on these side. Okay. Have you tried analog controls in the new ports? In what new ports? Oh, this is... I need to go this way. Ah! Nope! Not this way. Incoming scan data. There we go. And well, I played the one on GameCube. I played the Resident Evil 1 remake on GameCube. There we go. I still, to this day, I think that the Resident Evil on GameCube is the standard by which I judge all remakes. I've been thinking about trying out the new Resident Evil 2. It's on sale. Capcom's got this great sale going. We're talking about Resident Evil just going to make me fear the RE3 remake more than anything. You haven't played? No, I haven't played. I don't have any nostalgia with the Resident Evil series. For me, when it came out, it was great to see. But I never played 2. The only Resident Evil games I played were... Alright, listen, have a good one. The only Resident Evil games I've played are the 1 remake on GameCube, the Resident Evil 0, and 4 on the Wii. Those are the only Resident Evil games I ever played. So I don't have any nostalgia with... Like, everybody was super excited about Resident Evil 3. I've never played it, so I don't have any nostalgia with it. I don't hate them. That's the thing. I'm not like, oh god, Resident Evil. It doesn't tick any boxes for me, in the way it does for other people. Play RE2 remake blind for oh boy. Yeah, it's not even nostalgia. It's just that it's super good. Yeah, and Ryan, that's why I think I want to try it out. It was never going to be worth it for me to buy that game for $60. Never. But I know that it's on sale. I know that GameStop always has it used, and digital right now it's on. I think it's like $20. So that is enough for me to say, oh, maybe I'll take a look at it. I remember not liking this boss. Hey, Omega. Nope. Keep looking. There we go. Okay. that say Incineroar? Oh my god! Oh wait, that's right. And then... Woo! Oh. Oh, that... What? It just stopped right there. Oh, stop it! Is it hitting me? Are you hitting me? Stop hitting me. I mean, if I was gonna make it an issue, oh wait, these are different, aren't they? Yeah, they are different. See, this is the scan crap that I hate. I mean, if I was gonna make it a point to go through Resident Evil games, I would start probably with 1. I would actually play 1 again and then go to 2. But like if I skipped 1 and then went right to 2, would that really be an issue? I know the story, so I'm not. It's not. I don't feel like I'm going to be lost. Whoa. I tried playing 1 and yeesh. Remake 1, not original 1. Original 1. I'm sorry. I think original 1 is not a good game. I don't. I think original 1 is the game that I have said for years and years. I think it is worse than people remember. I think people remember how they felt about playing the first game, but not the quality of the first game. Hey, Rye, what is going on? Yeah, if you already know the story, you just jump in whenever. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Which is why I didn't have a problem playing 4. Although 4, I feel like, is very different as far as storyline goes. I played the Saturn version. Oof. That's gotta be the worst version. Yeah, RE1 is more of a campy adventure than an actual good horror game. And I think that's what bothered me about it. That was what bothered me the most about that game, was like, why is everybody taking this game so seriously when it is clearly like a cheesy movie? Can I just be skinny already? I know, right? Whenever I go back to the gym, because I always go back to the gym and then I go for a while and I stop again. Whenever I go back to the gym, it's like, I've been going to the gym for 2 days. Why am I not thin yet? Not even thin, just, you know, a little more fit. You cut up. You know, not Rambo 1, but Rambo 2. Yeah, play the original 1 for a good laugh. Rye. Yeah, me too, Rye, except not muscle. Oh, so I'm going there. You more shredded than a julienne salad, man. What's your secret? Any tips? Any tips? Okay. Oh my god, stop. Hurry. Okay. So what's left for us to get? I mean, the whole game. Oh, this thing is right. Hey, am I doing it? Oh my god. Oh wait, that's right. Hold on. And then that like resets the clock, I think. Yeah, this game's longer than Super Metroid. What the hell? I don't want to make. Oh, this one. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. That timer is unsettling. Here we go. Where am I going? Oh my god. There we go. Gonna say, cause you're close, and you're very mature. Oh boy. Oh my god. Hey Ninja. I'm new here. How's everyone today? Welcome. Doing all right, Ninja. Doing all right, Ninja. May I call you Ninja? Okay. You're more than welcome to go for it, Rye. Oh boy. Oh, you have to get here. Oh, damn it. No, just do it. Oh. You can do it all in one shot? Yeah, it looks like you gotta do it all in one shot. Oh no, hold on. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Hurry up. Go. Oh. Oh my god, stop. I mean, I'm not gonna get into that, but I'm gonna say I'm sure you will, and leave it at that. We're only amateur Jareds here. Okay. All right. All right. What do we got? Oh, that's you fall down there. Okay. Ah. I love the funk. It's like a funky sort of groove when it comes to this song. Just take your time. Just take it at your own pace. When the time comes. Yeah, elements. That's the most important thing to understand is that it'll come when it comes. Okay. Right, nothing else in here, right? Yeah. Okay. No, okay. All right. Oh, so no, that's what I'm looking for is up there, but I can't get there yet. That's all right, right? Open the door. Load, damn it. Is that all that was for? Was just that energy tank? Oh, Greg, let me tell you. Yeah, that's all it was for, is that energy tank. Because I don't think I can get to that other power-up yet. The spider ball is currently being guarded by what I remember being a boss in Breath of the Wild. Yeah, this is not Metroid Prime Breath of the Wild randomizer. There we go. Incoming scan data. Fluid patterns analyzed. Speaking of that subject, main source of toxins and ruins detected. Oh, hold on. Breath of the Wild had bosses? Yeah, it had all of those stupid blights. Those Ganon blight things, whatever the hell they were called. Oh wait, no, I'm going, no. Oh my god, this map. It was effective, like the map did its job, but yeesh. Sometimes, and I like the map. I remember everybody always bashing the map for this game. And I didn't hate it, but admittedly, sometimes it was a little bit like, oh, come on. Alright, I don't think I can get this yet. Yeah, so we're not going to worry about it. Pew! Avert your eyes! Elements of secretly Skynet. Hey, Mendez. What's wrong with the map? I just remember it being... You have to kind of rotate the map around a lot in order to get a clear view of what you were looking for. Okay. After Mega Man ZX map, any map is vastly superior. It's funny because it'll be the second time we mention it today, but Valkyrie Profiles map was another yikes. That was especially in the bigger dungeons. Ooh, man, that was a map. All right. Yeah, I don't think that this map was that bad. Later, Jessica, I have a good one. I don't think this map was that bad, but I do remember a lot of people complaining about it. Like, oh, the map is hard to see everything, and it's like, it's not that bad. It was not horrible. It was you know, when you do, especially in the more crowded places, when you do this, you're kind of like, okay, let me try and, you know, because you're trying to figure out exactly, okay, I see that this door, let's see here, hold on. You know, I see that I'm here and I need to get to this door. But then when you rotate, you find out that, oh, okay, well, the door is actually, it's elevated. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's stuff like that, but it's like, okay, do you have a better system? Because I can't really think of one. Hey, Cream. All right. See ya. So we go safe. Probably Johnny, I watched the archive channel as well. Oh, okay. Alright, so we're going this way. I believe we're going this way. Oh my god, I love it. Alright. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is... I need to find the things to scan. Alright, apparently there was a creature there. Let's see. Okay. I don't remember there. I need to find the stupid rune things to scan. I mean, they're not stupid. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, there's one over there. Right? Does that count as activated? Oh, I hate because this plant stuff I think counts as a search thingy, but I can't scan those. That's back the way you came. Here we go. All right. Aha! I remember that one. Oh boy, here we go. Okay. Get right up. There you go. Ow. Dude. Hey. No. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do that one. Yeah, see, there we go. There's the scan. Oh my god. You're the NES expert. Have you ever heard of a game called The New Zealand Story? That's the one. I don't think that came out in the US. That's the one with the platformer with the kiwi. See, now wait a minute now. Oh, okay. What? I scanned like 3 of these things. Yeah, it's a little kiwi game. It had many ports. I think it was originally an arcade game. Yeah, I don't. That it didn't come out in the US on NES. Didn't I scan a bunch of these? I could have sworn I scanned like 4 of them. Okay. Oh my god, first person games. Just go all the way to the bottom and start over. So yeah, I scanned this one. See, it didn't count the first time. Why did that not count? I even asked. I specifically. Oh my god. New Zealand store is pretty great. No idea about an etiquette. Yeah, I don't think there was one. So I got that one. Did I miss one along the way? Oh my god. The real runes were the ones we scanned along the way. Okay. Okay. Right there? Did I miss that one? Oh no, that's the... Yeah. Ow. Missed one little thing of stingy weeds. And somewhere I missed one again, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Oh my god. I got that one. Yeah, that annoys me. Definitely is. The port is a bit washed out though. Oh, this game looks hard. This game's not. It's not hard. It's just. It's. If you don't like exploration, it can feel a bit tedious. It's a first-person game, so that normally that is off-putting for me, just because of the control scheme and oh crap. I don't have a great field of view. Like the whole idea of first-person games, you're supposed to feel like you're in the shoes of the character and everything. But realistically, I would rather be able to see what I'm doing. Oh, come on. Yeah, the first time it's challenging. Okay. And then of course there's stuff like this where you get infamously confused. Uh-huh. Because I got the one at the bottom. I got this one. Is it down here? Is that what it is? Hold on. There. No. Okay. Okay. This is the first playthrough. It's the first time I've played through this game in a very long time. I have played through this game multiple times before, but it's been years and years since I've played through this game. And that's one thing. It demands patience. That's one important thing to understand about Metroid games in general. I think Metroid games in general are like that. They demand some level of it's adventure, it's exploration. It's gonna demand your time, but it is gonna demand your patience. I think maybe that's what it is. Maybe there are boxes to destroy where they're in the way. Yeah, you need to love the exploration in that particular Metroid game. Oh, wait. I was walking right past it. There we go. Yeah, maybe around the morph ball. Yeah, that's where it was. So, yeah, this is not a no help playthrough, by the way. If you see something, go for it. don't get like antsy and like, oh my god, he's not doing what I said. But yeah, I played this game a bunch of times before. It's just been a super long time. And again, the last couple of times I played it was on the Wii. What's this patience you speak of? I just speedrun them. Then you are familiar with patience if you're a speedrunner. You're familiar with doing the same thing over and over again and trying to master it the first time. Or master it so that you get it right on the first time. Later, Zay. I gotta head off. Check out your streams later for sure. Thank you very much. Very much appreciate that. And you know, if you've got a Twitch Prime sub, you go right ahead and use that here. I did enjoy the Prime trilogy, but I missed the effects that were missing on the cannons. I missed one thing in particular. Oh my god! Stop! Only one thing. I've gotten more patience as I got older. Chris the King, what's happened? Oh man, here we go. Apparently there's a way to do this very quickly. I think John did it. It looks at 5 years of Zero Mission runs. Oh, thank God you weren't here for when I played Zero Mission then. I probably would have driven you crazy. Oh, wait. Oh, isn't like... Hold on. These things are a separate scan, aren't they? Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah. Where's the... Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's not... It's not a scan, is it? Oh my god! Click the... Oh, you need the early space jump in order to do it. John talked about it but never demonstrated it. Yeah, you just jump over the bomb nose. That's what it was. Yeah, but you need the early space jump for that. This reminds me of the worm boss from Phantasy Star Online. Alright. Oh, ow. Okay, so I can do that, and I think I can hit it from here. Nope, can't hit it from here. Oh my god, stop shooting at me. Well, you gotta be on the money, man. Really? Wait a minute. Oh, it came back to life? Oh my god. There we go. Did I miss him? Oh my god. How do you get health? Can I get health? Oh, wow. I didn't even see that other hit. I don't even know what happened there.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o!
Oh boy, here we go. Remember, he can... You say remember like I remember. Alright. So now... Oh my god, all the way back. Okay, that's not too far. That's not too far. Yeah, it's been forever. The only thing I remember about that boss was that you don't have to run around and shoot all of the things. You can actually hit them on an angle from different spots. Alright, well, at least I remember where the rune things are now. Yeah, this is... in effect, this is a blind run. See, now I did that the first time, and I didn't get the... What's it called? That kind of sucks. Yeah, semi-blind. I'm remembering I can see. That's there you go. That's the best way to put this playthrough. All right. Aha! Look at that. Oh my god. Nope, get up. Did I hit? Oh, I missed it. Hero, what? Where are you? An eye patch run. I can see. Very good, Blinken. Well done. What's that? Who's talking? Oh no. This here we go. Drunk dial run. You know all those jokes about, oh man, look, there's a save point right before this big giant room. I guess there's a boss in there. I like that. I hate games that are like, oh, we want to take them by surprise with the bosses. Like, no, put a bunch of healing stuff and a save point right before the boss. I'm absolutely okay with that. Oh, how? Okay. I can use the missile. There we go. Oh, there are crates in there. Is that what it is? Yeah, shoot them with full charge to stun. There are crates around. Okay. All right. See, now I got to scan all over again. And what is it like where I roll into to set the bombs? Isn't that another scan? Oh, stop. Oh my god. Can I shoot it with... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can scan all the rooms and go back to the safe point. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because those... Aren't those like a different thing? I should probably try and scan them again. I love this boss, so intimidating. It's difficult. It's definitely not the usual shoot them as much as you can. Not sure if you need to scan the ports when the tentacles recede. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa! There we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Ah, oh, damn it. Oh no! What the hell was that? Alright, hurry up. Hurry up. Will he restore? Yeah, see? It's a separate... Oh no, wait, hold on. I think I just didn't scan the... Yeah, I just didn't scan it the last time. Okay. That's all it was. So it's not a different one. Right there and right. Oh, what? Okay. Go. Yeah, it's just the morph ball port. Okay. Yeah, he does restore. I'm never really sure. I'm gonna presume that it's Georgia. Yes. Not Russia, Georgia. Sweet home, Georgia. All right. That way. Oh, you jerk. Oh, you cut me off. There we go. That's the equivalent of like I want the thermostat on 70. Like I knocked the mirror down. There we go. That's got to be off rhythm, right? Oh yeah, come on, hurry up. Lamp, please. Yeah, it's like you hit the mirror and it's like I like it on 60, and he's like 70. All right, so this one I always remember you can get them all with like a really weird angle. Here. Ow. Ow. Yeah, you can get them all. Oh my God! Stop shooting me. Okay. All right, you're better off just free. Wow, am I dying already? Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even realize my health was that low. Meanwhile, we had next to no American history in school, other than probably a bit of stuff during when doing World War II. Yeah, we had lots of American history, and it was all kind of lame.
Ah, damn it!
Wait, it's almost like America came from the UK. All right, so we got it. We got it. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. Be sure to post this on the Metroid forums and tell everybody how much of a huge Metroid fan I am. All right. There we go. Oh my God. Okay, there we go. Stop getting beat up by Piranha Plant. Hey, it's not my fault they added Piranha Plant to this game. Oh my God. Oh, the vine things. See? The vine things attacked me. It only took them 7 seconds. See, it's no point. Like, I could go back and I can save so that I get the runes, but I have to get the runes anyway. So it's not like I'm doing a whole lot. New Smash looking pretty good. Oh. Guess was that? I guess some people don't like first person. I'm not a fan. If we're talking about, oh my God, oh wow, what a drop. Good shot. What? Oh my God. There you go. Oh wow, you moved right in way of my gun. You excited for New Horizons? You better believe I'm excited for New Horizons. I have warned everybody, this will become an Animal Crossing stream when New Horizons comes out. But I'm not, and that's the thing. I'm excited for it in the sense that, you know, it's a new Animal Crossing game, and I love me some Animal Crossing. But I'm not like, Oh my god, I gotta have it now. Like, I'll have it. I'll play it. You know, it's gonna come out. I know I'm gonna get it. There's no question of that. I think that's just Animal Crossing never sold me early on amazing features. It was always like, because no matter how amazing the features sound, you have to play Animal Crossing. That's why a lot of people are talking about, oh, we need an Animal Crossing Direct so we can get all this new news and stuff. But a lot of it is like, Animal Crossing, you have to play. It has to be experienced. So when you tell me, oh, well, you're going to be able to do this and you're going to be able to do that, it's like, oh, okay. All right. Do you have depth perception problems? Nothing like medical, but sometimes I have a hard time just judging. Yeah, nothing like I was diagnosed with depth perceptionitis or something. You know what I mean? I've never been anything like that, but I've always known that, like, man, especially in 3D space games, sometimes I have a hard time with the graphics, because the graphics, I mean, you know, graphically right now it looks kind of blah, so everything's a bit muddy. Looking forward to seeing you approach home decor. It's going to be the same damn thing I always do, which is try and collect full sets and try and earn as many points as I can from whatever organization rates my house. I always do the same thing. Animal Crossing Eternal. I think I say Animal Crossing Eternal because Doom New Horizons makes it sound like Doom guy went to the Animal Crossing island. Okay, all right. See, and here we go. Because now I gotta scan everything all over again. Oh wow! I managed to scan the morph ball slot. No. Oh, there we go. Ooh. It'll be the first time seeing you 100% in Animal Crossing. 100% in Animal Crossing game. I don't even know if that's possible. The closest I ever did to that was I actually finished my entire catalog in the first Animal Crossing game. Something like 15 or 1600 items. Now you gotta wonder how Doom Guy decorates his house. Alright, so we go. Oh my god. He's dazed. I definitely had an easier time aiming this in the Wii. There we go. Hey, Lord Mjolnir. Oh, ow. Stupid tentacles. He shouted at the hentai. I think Gerard completed an Animal Crossing game once. Yeah, ooh, that's amazing if he did. Yeah, the first Animal Crossing game. I mean, I always do all of the museum. Well, I always do all of the fossils. The other museums and stuff, I don't do a lot of that stuff. The first Animal Crossing is probably the one that I completely finished. Oh, stop hitting me! Oh my god! Oh wait, I didn't actually stop him. There we go. Go! I imagine all you have to do 100% Animal Crossing games, collect everything. Well, it's collect everything, expand your home, finish all of the museums, the catching all of the fish, catching all of the bugs, getting all of the fossils, and the paintings. But the paintings are always such a pain in the ass. The bugs and the fish, you have to do like, oh my god, the bugs and the fish are like seasonal stuff. You know, once a month, new things are available. So you have to do them in a specific way. Oh wait, I can do... Wait, I can't see one of them. What? I missed it. Oh crap. Where? Oh. It was my fault. Oh wait, was that it? Oh, you jerk! Oh my god! I can't believe I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I can't believe that just happened. Oh my god, that sucked. Wow, that's funny. Strafing while locked on him. Yeah, yeah, that sucks.
Ah, damn it!
Oh my god, it definitely has been a long time. I'm still trying to get used to the controls. The controls are still kind of funky for me. I keep hitting the wrong buttons to lock on. Yeah, try locking onto him while strafing. Yeah, I sometimes I do that and then I hit the wrong button. That's the thing. I'm not a huge first person. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I love Metroid games, but I'm performing badly, and it makes me feel bad. Like, I'm like a bad Metroid fan now. Okay, there we go. I have performance issues. Right there. Yeah, it's not. I don't know. It doesn't really feel like super intuitive controls here, and that's why whenever people talk about the Wii game, the trilogy, like the controls, I thought were great. I thought the motion controls for Metroid worked beautifully. Did I miss that one? Oh, I missed that one. Hold on. Hold on, I missed one. Oh my god, stop hitting me. I missed one. Hold on. Alright, alright. You don't have to be good to be a fan. I'd love to see you stream GoldenEye. I was awful at GoldenEye. I've never beaten GoldenEye, the story mode. I've never beaten it. I was awful at GoldenEye. Oh my god, I was so terrible at that game. And I loved it. I loved the multiplayer. It was so much fun. We would set it to License to Kill mode, which was one-hit kills, and then we would set it to slapping only. I was terrible at that game. And I don't know why. Oh god, I was so bad at it. Oh my god. There we go. GoldenEye is super hard. Is it real? People always made it sound like it wasn't that difficult, which made me feel like more inadequate trying to play it. Like everybody says that it's not that difficult, and I'm terrible at it, so I am just horrible. Perfect Dark, but it sucked at that. Good old Jack and Daxter trilogy. Do I have that? Oh, I have that. Well, I have it on PS3. I have it on PS3. I knew I had one of these. I always think that it's Ratchet and Clank, but yeah, I have Jack and Daxter 1, 2, and 3 on PS3. You know what other game I have that I would like to play? I have the combination of is it Ico or Ico? Ico and Shadow of the Colossus. I've been wanting to finish. I never finished Ico. Somebody else I know finished it, and I watched them play it. So I never finished it myself. And in Shadow of the Colossus, I never played. Is it Ico or Eco? I've never liked GoldenEye. Okay. GoldenEye's an actually kicking the ball. Wow, yeah. Yeah, I was always bad at that game. Ico. I want to say Eco. Yeah, right. It's Ico or Eco. I have no idea. I don't actually know what the official way to say it is. I like how I make the... Okay, you know what? Hold on. Oh my god. Freaking... Okay, now scan them. There we go. Easy. Tomato, tomato. I like that. It's spelled the same, but I knew to say it differently. Quake 2, the N64 version, specifically takes the cake in difficulty. Is it because the game is difficult or because the controls are bad? Played a decent amount of N64 FPS games. GoldenEye's not that hard. I've played worse than it. There we go. There we go. And I missed it, didn't I? There we go. Oh my god. It almost fell on me. Oh, look at my health. Yeah. Hardest FPS I've played, I think, is Far Cry 1. Anybody play Killing Time on the 3DO? Anybody? Just me? There we go, there we go. Where's the... Oh, right here. No! There we go. Got him! Oh yeah, I thought it fell on me. Cricket said, right? The 3DS Spotlight Killing Time was the first game. When you get into stream of that, I have the S-Video cable. I have a way to run the game. It looks great. It's just that's a tough game. That's a good Halloween game. Good Halloween game. Oh my god. Okay, I can hit him from here, right? Where? I can't see the damn thing. Oh, is that right there? Okay. Leave it alone. I went through all the trouble to shoot that thing. Don't touch it. Alright, alright, alright. There we go. I did see a fox in broad daylight. Oh, really? Wow. Was it allowed? Elements, was it allowed in there, or had you gotten rid of it and it came back? Oh, Flaga. Yay! Oh, look. And then it turned into a giant Gushers. I wasn't trying to make that joke. No, just there in my grandparents' garden. Oh my god. Found you there? Usually see them at night more often. Yeah, I usually see them like between 3 and 6 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I'm sorry, I can't help it. Oh, yeah. Not my favorite suit yet, but still a great one. Yeah, we get them from time to time. Salt or sugar? Sugary desserts, salty meals. I take sugary snacks over salty snacks. Looking sexy. Got my sexy shoulder pads back. But I can't go this way, right? Oh no. No, I can't go this way yet. Sam is ready for the XFL. Yeah, I can't go this way yet. Right? I don't think so. Whoosh! Yeah, you can't go this way yet. Oh no, okay. Okay, Samus, you a little stuck there? Here we go. Here we go. Am I missing something? Okay. Oh wait, is this? Yeah, don't get thrown against the wall again, and my power-ups will be safe. This way. Oh, alright. Did I get the other one? Yeah. Cheese or chocolate? Chocolate. Oh, ow, ow. Okay. How are we playing? Oh, normal, just normal. Yeah, I'm not gonna like handicap myself even more by not having played this for over 10 years and then also putting it on hard mode. Don't make me choose. That makes me uncomfortable. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Woo! Right? Is that all the nest thingies? Straight into the garbage. That's like Bendesium. Wait, there's another one? Did I miss a nest thingy? A new creature? What? Oh, well, I guess I didn't destroy it before. There we go. Jerk! The land of chocolate. Where's my funny... Remember about discount Valentine's chocolate last weekend?
Land of make-believe.
Not last weekend. I almost bought some today. I actually didn't. They had Peeps, and then I love me some Peeps. Like all of you. And also the Marshmallow Bunnies. I don't think there's anything in here, right? I mean, there's this. Yeah, I'm not going for 100% scan. I'm gonna try and remember to scan things, but this is not 100% run. We're not. Nah. Nah, we're not doing that. Honestly, I don't even remember where the ones are that are missable. There are like 2 of them that you could potentially miss forever. I don't even remember where they are. Okay. I'm not gonna judge, but I'm judging. Get the scan the job. Yeah, I don't even remember which one that was. Cheese isn't for everyone. Yeah, I only like cheese on things. I don't like just cheese. I don't like people eat the block of cheeses. I don't like that. Even like string cheese or the mozzarella cheese in the bag, like you get the bag of shredded mozzarella cheese. I don't like it. I like cheese on my pizza. I like Parmesan cheese. I like when you mix the cheese, especially mozzarella, like you mix it in with pasta. If you ever make your pasta, use instead of using sauce, use butter, garlic powder, and either Parmesan cheese or mozzarella, especially mozzarella. You mix it in, and oh man, it's amazing. Oh my god, I'm so hungry right now. I said that and immediately got hungry. Yeah, but just cheese, I've never liked it. Nope. Nope. Oh, I love the music. So it's so ominous. Same thing. Oh no, okay. Woo! Bringing the heat. Oh, look at the oh my god, the condensation on the mask. My god. No, don't shoot that thing. I want to scan it first. Oh, I didn't scan those yet. You know what's weird? I was part of a poll on the internet between Cheddar Bay biscuits, the Cheddar Bay biscuits from Red Lobster. They better be the ones from Red Lobster, and the breadsticks from Olive Garden. I don't know why, but the breadsticks won. I think that would be because people have the breadsticks more than the biscuits. I think that's why. I think that the biscuits, they kind of. I don't remember if you get biscuits like straight up for the table. Breadsticks come with the table. You get you sit down and they bring you breadsticks. Whereas the biscuits, I think you have to get the biscuits. I don't remember if you just get them with the table. But I can tell you that one of the greatest days was when I found out that you can just buy the biscuits. And I used to go to Red Lobster and get like a dozen biscuits. Which, I mean, you look at me and you see where it went. But those breadsticks have no flavor. Hey, easy. Yeah, let's say things that are insulting here. The breadsticks are amazing. My biggest issue with the breadsticks from Olive Garden is that they don't reheat the same as they were originally. When you reheat Olive Garden breadsticks, they do not taste like you just got them. Reheated Red Lobster biscuits taste almost exactly the same. Yeah, I kid you. Yeah, I would say that the biscuits ultimately are better because they reheat better. But I think you get breadsticks just straight up. Because every time, it's funny because every time I go to Red Lobster, every time I go to Olive Garden, I sit down and can I get you anything? And I tell them breadsticks. And I've said it to them a couple of times. If you come here and you see that we don't have breadsticks, I would like more breadsticks. And then at the end of the meal, I would like a bag of breadsticks. I didn't have to shove a missile up his ass like that. Breadsticks from Olive Garden are one of the foods that lose. Yeah, when they get cold and you reheat them, they're not the same. Olive Garden breadsticks are not. Anybody who thinks they're the same they're just trying to convince themselves. There we go. Oh, but now I want. Oh my god. Now I want some too. No. Okay. This is getting out of here. I scan it. That's all I need. Food from Olive Garden is alright. I like the food from Olive Garden. I do like the chicken parmesan. I like the lasagna. Oh wait. Would you look at the damn thing? I never thought to order cheddar biscuit. I didn't know, Aqua. I actually didn't know. I was at a Jiffy Lube years ago, and the Red Lobster was like a half a mile away, and we were talking about them, and somebody said while we were in the waiting room at the Jiffy Lube, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, you could just buy the biscuits." Because I made a comment like, "I wish you could just buy the biscuits," and somebody said you can. And I looked at them. I was like, "Are you serious?" And he's like, "Yeah, if you go to the bar, because otherwise you have to sit down at a table. If you just go to the bar, you can just order 6 or 12 biscuits." I got up and walked to the Red Lobster. I went up to the counter and asked them how long the car was going to be, and they said it was like 40 minutes. I got up and I walked to Red Lobster, and I came back with a bag of biscuits. And I had no idea. I don't think you can do that at Olive Garden. I don't know, but I don't think you can go to Olive Garden and just order like a couple bags of breadsticks. Because typically the breadsticks come free at the table. I didn't have to blow his head off like that. Like that's just insulting. Oh, I killed it. Yeah, I love this song. I think this song is great. Just shoot. There we go. Here in Georgia, you can buy boxes of mix of the cheddar bay biscuits. You need to add cheese. Yeah, we have them here. We have them here. And I've made them before, but they're not the same. They're great, but it's definitely not the same as buying it from Red Lobster. They're good though. They're good. It's not, it's not awful. It's not like they taste bad, but yeah, it's definitely not the same. And ironically, it's cheaper to go to Red Lobster. I think you get 12 biscuits for like $4 or $5. The mix, I think, is $3, and you have to buy cheese, which is like $2 a bag or something. Definitely ordering those biscuits one of these days. Another thing, why do some people give Olive Garden a bad rep? I understand their food not being 100%. I think that's why. It's just, I think because they try and sell themselves as 100% Italian, but I don't care. Like that's like complaining that Taco Bell isn't completely authentic Mexican. Like who cares? Is it good food? Is it delicious? Do you like it? That's fine. Yeah, I love Olive Garden. Olive Garden's great. Finally started driving lessons. Going to the doctor tomorrow for skin cancer prevention and therapy. Sounds fun. Oh boy. Oh wait, isn't this like? Oh, I need like, I think it's in the other area, but I think I need super missiles for it. Yeah, it's food. Who cares? It's like the you like Apple Jacks. They used to be the I maybe they still do it. I have no idea. They used to run this ad campaign where it was Apple Jacks, the cereal, and they say, oh, "How do you like Apple Jacks? It doesn't taste like apple." And I'm like, "Cause it tastes good. What's the problem?" Yeah, it's just like gravy over your chocolate chip cookies. Yeah, normal missiles work, but trickier without the space jump. How does Gonzalez sound with the Magma Cabin music? The mix is like $2. Okay. While you argue, I eat. Oh no, it's over. Where's the entrance? Isn't it right? Or am I not supposed to be here yet? Oh, right there. Okay, there we go. Oh, you jerk. Oh, what? Come on. He's guarding the door. Oh, come on. It's so annoying. Super fans tell you Maggiano's. We have a Maggiano's here. There's a Maggiano's in they're like pricey. Come on. Right into his mouth every time. No, I'm at it because I know. It just, I keep rolling into it. Like, without even trying. There. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do this whole time. Yeah, he's the bouncer to the club I've been trying to get into. Ever been to Carrabba's? Yes. I'm not a huge fan of Carrabba's. I don't know. Just something about it. Maybe it's the atmosphere. Maybe it's the I don't know. There's something about Carrabba's I was never a huge fan of. I think it's better than Olive Garden. See, I think it's about the same as Olive Garden, but Olive Garden has the breadsticks. It sucks because the other day I was driving past where there used to be an Outback Steakhouse. I don't know if it's still there or not, but I really wanted to stop and get one of the onions. I love the bloomin' onion things. But Carrabba's has the bread and oil. Yes, they do. But we actually have a couple of places around here that do that with the bread and the oil. So I can go somewhere else and get that. Where am I trying to? Hold on. Bertucci's. Bertucci's is amazing. I absolutely love Bertucci's. I wanted to try making the onion bloom. Yeah, I love Bertucci. Bertucci, I think, is terrific. Great rolls. Great rolls. They bring you hot rolls. Oh, my God. They're so good. I'm trying to remember where the save point is. I could swear there was a save point. I think it's this way. Oh, my God. Why? I'm getting, like, mobbed here. Focaccia. No. I'm not talking about focaccia bread. Yeah, right. Right, it's that way. Did I miss something? Or is it not clear yet? Oh no, is it under? Oh my God, I don't remember. My Olive Garden. Oh my God, this is freaking killing me because I'm so hungry right now. Oh, I'm so hungry, and I spent so much money last week. There we go. I spent money that I really shouldn't have spent last week, so I'm trying not to order anything or go out to get any food anywhere. Cause I don't want the food we got at home. Oh man, we got breadsticks at home. I don't want those. Oh, is it this way? Hold on. Where's this where I came from? Oh, this is where oh my God. Get some instant. I have ramen here. I don't want it. I want breadsticks now. Oh wait, hold on. Here we go. Oh my God. Get in there. Let's go. There we go. Blue cheese is mold cheese. I thought that was cottage cheese. Isn't cottage cheese the one that's like mold? Oh my God, get up there. It's not that difficult of a jump, really. No, cottage cheese is great. Yeah, cottage cheese I can't eat just because it looks like it. Cottage cheese looks like when I leave milk out overnight. And that to me is, I have the same problem as I do with mushrooms. Breakfast for dinner is an option. Oh my God, breakfast for dinner is amazing. You ever have pancakes for dinner? Oh man, it's so good. And like regular pancakes. Like people talk about eggs for dinner, and then they always put like different things in it so to represent dinner. Like I've heard of steak and eggs. You know, they always do these things to like they're breakfast foods, but they do them differently for dinner. You ever just have straight up pancakes for dinner? Oh, it's amazing. And I don't know why. It's just pancakes. There's just something mentally about the fact that, oh, here we go. It's dinner time and I'm eating pancakes. Crepes and what is it? Galettes? Is that how it's said? Galettes? Yeah, I've never had pancakes. Oh my god. It like I said, it's just pancakes. All it is pancakes at night, but it's so good for some reason. Curds. Oh wait, okay. Hold on. Okay, in Sweden, blue cheese is called. Oh my god, I don't want to say that wrong. Mugel Ost. Is that right? Did I get any of that right? Did I get any of that right? Metroid Prime is a game I would say has standout. Oh my god, yeah, absolutely. This game has standout everything. I don't think anything. I don't think anything was done poorly in this game. Exceptionally poorly, you know. Other than if you don't like the controls, like okay, it's a first-person game. Schimmelkass? I don't know. I always try and pronounce those words, and I feel like I'm super duper insulting when I do it. I'm so worried that I will pronounce something so badly that it's actually like an insult. Through there. Try to make a mozzarella. The curds fell apart and turned into a soupy mess of curds. Oh my god! And when they tasted like mozzarella. I actually prefer the controls in Prime to other FPS games. Oh my god! I can't see a damn thing. I'm just so used to like twin stick viewing, so it throws me off with this. Traditional breakfast here is sausage, bacon, fried eggs, beans, MS. Mushroom and I don't know about the mushroom thing. Maybe tomato, maybe hash brown. Yeah. That's a lot of it. That's a lot of what it is. The noise a CRT makes. The noise a CRT. Oh, simulcast. Simul? Is it simul? There's an H in there. It threw me off. Oh my god. Whoa, fuck. Oh man. Trios, break it down for me. Give me a phonetic spelling. Give me a chance here. Give me a way to. Wait. Okay. Swab, you just said SHC as in hold on. Simulcast? Is that what you're saying? Oh my god. I'm gonna have to hear this now. See, send me stuff on Twitter. See, it's oh my god. Okay, here we go. I have. That's the G you just said. The soft G. No. Right. Like schmih. Like schmimmel.
Your ideas are intriguing to me, and I wish to subscribe to your newsletter.
Here's your work. We're gonna keep playing. I have to at least save the game, but I have work that I want you all to do. what am I hearing? Send me. Don't go overboard. Don't send me like half a dictionary. Send me words in Swedish or Icelandic. Use Google Translate. Send me words in Swedish or Icelandic, and I will do my best to figure out and remember how to pronounce some of these words. Can I join Discord for a moment? Okay, hold on. Let me get my Discord mic over. Well, I want to get to a point where like you say the. All right, I know what I have to do. I have to go up here. Yeah. Oh my God. And don't send me the volcano, because I used to know how to say the volcano, and every time I figure out how to say it, I lose it again. It's like 6 or 7 syllables. That's what always throws me off. Let me actually open up the Discord here. Hold on. Time for foreign language class. Let me open up my Discord. Let's see if I can get the Discord working properly. Because remember, I always have a problem trying to get this thing to work right. Yeah, that's it, Trios. I learned how to say it once, and I completely forgot. Swab, you're not subbed in. Can I grab you and put you in here?
Hello.
Oh, there you go. You're in here. I apologize to anybody if this doubles up. Okay, so type it again. Type it again in the chat.
Okay.
What I'm supposed to type the word again. I'm gonna try this again. Sorry for the Metroid Prime. Okay. Schmilkach? Is that it? No, that's not it, right?
It's not.
It really is not. It's totally not. It's Schimmel. It's Schimmel. I'm looking at the word Schimmel Kas. This is what I'm looking at. What am I saying here? Come on, give it to me.
I don't know. Schimmelkaas.
Oh, okay. Schimmel. Hold on, I got that wrong. Schimmel. Am I getting some of that right? I'm getting a little bit of that right. I'm getting the Kas right.
Kaas.
I'm getting Kas. Am I getting it right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So it's Schimmel, right? My
Schimmel.
Schimmel. That my tongue isn't doing the thing that it's supposed to be doing. I feel like it's in the back of my throat.
It's like when I said CRT, it's like. It's
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm trying to do. It's just not working. It's not working. Schimmel. Schimmel.
The phlegm is part of the word. Yes.
Yes, it's the thickest part of the word, but I can't. My vocal cords don't move that way, and that's the thing. I learned that a lot when trying to pronounce Icelandic words and learning a few Japanese words. Is that one of the biggest issues? Is that your mouth is not physiologically trained to move the way it's necessary, which is why Japanese people have a hard time with R.
Yeah, if you're not used to it, suddenly making a weird noise is very strange.
Like you don't realize your mouth and your vocal cords move a certain way, and so if you're not trained to do it, sort of like as in Jimmy Kimmel. No, I believe it's pronounced Bubble. I believe it's pronounced Jimmy Schimmel. So yeah, gotta unleash your inner Jewish is what Element says.
The funny thing is, like, us Dutch folk have the exact same with the English language, because the th, that's not native for us.
Yeah. So your mouth has to move a certain way, and your brain doesn't know how to do it. Your throat. Like, I'll be honest with you, I've been trying to say that, and I'm clearly getting it wrong, and my throat hurts a little bit from trying to say it, because I'm trying to move my throat in a way that it is not used to doing.
Yeah,
it's very interesting. Oh, hold on. Somebody. What? Okay, so what was the other word? The other word was Mugel Ost is what it says there. Mogelost, which is original soundtrack.
I can try this. It's because I'm obviously not Icelandic, but Mughal Ost.
Mughal Ost. See, that's what I was thinking. Mughal Ost, but just with less of an accent, because I have, I'm from America and Pennsylvania specifically, which I've always heard that Pennsylvania is like one of the least accent states in the U.S. Like we don't apparently, unless you're Pennsylvania Dutch, apparently PA doesn't really have a strong accent the way like New York or Texas or anywhere down south.
I don't call it Pennsylvania Dutch. Does it actually have to do with the Dutch?
Yeah, there's especially around here, there's a huge Dutch community. Williamsburg, Lancaster, especially. And when I say Dutch, I mean like they don't use electricity. There are street signs for horse and carriage, like old school Dutch.
Okay, so when I say Dutch, I mean they don't use electricity. It's like, yeah, Greg, I am communicating to you right now through telepathy.
Well, you know what I mean, like Amish Dutch, right? That's one and the other. Yeah. Well, I figured you had a can with a string.
That's a very high quality can with a very long string.
That's a AT 2030 can. Yeah, but they're like horse and buggy. Like their signs to, like, you know how you have places where they have like the bike lane. The sides of the roads out there, some of them are designated for horse and buggy. Like old school, like but then there's a strong accent to that too. Not like South, like not like from southern U.S. It's a very noticeable accent.
That's so funny because I don't really. I guess maybe because I'm not used to it. I don't think any relics of Amish culture are even in the Netherlands at this point. I think it's really died out in here.
Yeah, it's going strong over here. I guess they all showed up on the Mayflower, which was a boat from 600 years ago that came over to the U.S. There you go. Congratulations, everybody. There's your nonsense history lesson for today.
500 years of time will change perception. I mean, they came over there to be the new ones, and then before you know it, we're the ones with all the legal weed.
Oh man, we definitely went the wrong way over here. We're catching up. It's okay.
Slowly getting there.
Do you want me to help you with Icelandic words now? Oh my god. Well, we're gonna wrap up soon. Let me let you go, Swaff, because I'm gonna hit a safe point and then we're gonna wrap up here.
Fair enough.
Oh wait. Hold on. Somebody said, what? Het universum zingvormij? What is that? Is that you? Is that for you? That ain't for me.
That's for me. You were trying to go very German, I noticed. Het universum zingt voor mij.
Zingt voor mij. Okay. See, I got a little bit of it. I'm like a German person speaking Dutch. See? It's like, like lesser known stories from World War II. I don't know.
Very close to asking the road and then getting completely lost.
Yeah, there we go. See,
but you're asking. That's the point.
See, exactly. I'm very interested in it. I'm very interested in I'm interested in linguistics without actually wanting to put any effort into it.
That's very fair.
Yeah, I find that Dutch and Icelandic, I find them to be fascinating because they're like, when you learn English and you know a little bit of Spanish, I know enough to order food. They're very similar letter structures. So then when you look over to something like Japanese, the 6 different versions of Chinese, it's vastly different. You know what I mean? You're not looking at anything even remotely similar. So then when you look at Russian language and Icelandic, especially Icelandic and Dutch, they're similar, right? Like I see things like I know those letters, but I have no idea how the hell they're put together, and so it fascinates me.
Yeah, I think it's because all the languages originate from this like Germanic thing, so that's why they all share attributes. But I think specifically, I've always felt that Dutch is the kind of like the in between English and German. Because it's the transitional thing. But I can tell you this much: the grammar rules of Dutch make it one of the hardest languages to learn because it is so specific in what it wants from you that even me, a person who has it's been my main language for years and years, and I'm still struggling with like, is that the pronoun that I use for this word? Or
so you know the words. It's the grammar that you.
The grammar
have.
is the hardest part.
Okay, yeah, because I see that with a lot of languages, and I when I hear people trying to speak English, and I hear them say things, like a certain with the sentence structure a certain way, I realize like that's probably what I sound like to everybody else. You know, when someone says something like please for me to buy a ticket. You know, when somebody says something like that to me, I think like, wow, it's I'm not making fun of them. It's just like it's such a broken way to say it. And then I realize like when I sit there and I try and say Japanese sentences, I'm like, I probably sound like, please, store, where? And it's like, okay, I mean, he's trying. I got the gist out, right? Somebody's going to know that I'm looking for the store.
By where, waifu pillow?
Yeah, exactly. And when I get a creepy look, I know that I said it correctly. I mean, I've heard many say German is one of the easiest to learn for English speakers. Ooh, that I like German. German sounds angry for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it also has this weird thing where, like every language in Europe pretty much has the word pen as just pencil, or even in Dutch it's just a pen, and then in German it's a Kugelschreiber.
Yeah. Which, is that what it is? Kugelschreiber?
Yeah, because it's Kugel means sphere and Schreiber means writer because it's a ballpoint pen.
Okay.
But it's too technical for it to just like they could have just called it a pen. Nah, it has to be a sphere writer.
Yeah, what's the other one? It's a butterfly. It's like butterfly, and it's like Schmetterling.
Yeah.
And
exactly.
It's like, wow, okay. Easy. Read my message above. Ich will ihn Lunsverhogging. It says I love you, right? Is that what it means? No. Jag Alskar Dig. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Show Spike said that. Jag Alskar Dig.
I think that Swedish, or I think it's Swedish.
It looks Swedish. That umlaut says Swedish to me.
The other one, the one that Rye posted, is not I love you, but in fact I want to raise.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. All right. I mean that's fine, Rye. I'll double what you're getting paid. There you go. Hold on. Okay, Trios. That looks like Florida. I don't know. Fjordi? I don't know.
Fjordi?
F-I-O with something on top of it. R-I-L-D-I. Yeah, that's a...
I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, that's Trios. Trios, that's Icelandic. So that's... Icelandic is definitely the one that I'm like... God,
I don't speak Volcano.
I think if I could speak Icelandic, given that my appearance is as not Icelandic as could possibly be, I think it would be amazing if I was to speak Icelandic to somebody. I think I am visually I am like an Icelandic person in a negative of a picture. Like Icelandic people, I always understood to be very light skinned. I am very not light skinned, dark hair. Like, yeah, I have to be the polar opposite of an Icelandic person.
That's the party trick you bring out at gatherings. It's like, so what have you learned as of recently? And you just you quote a whole book in Icelandic.
Yeah, just start saying, and people who don't know are going to be like, oh, he's speaking in tongues. And the people who do know are just going to be like, whoa, that guy's amazing. He's incredible. I'm going to check out his stream and like, comment, and subscribe.
And the in-betweens are like, is that Klingon?
Oh, there's another language I could learn to speak. All right. Yeah, what is it? You're getting paid in exposure? Okay. Fledermaus. Fledermaus. Isn't that that's a Elements? That's a play. Isn't that the Fledermaus? That's what I always heard it as. But all right, I'm gonna step out of here, and then I'm gonna finish playing this game because we've been sitting on Super Metroid for a while now.
Thank you for this language lesson.
Thank you for the language lesson.
And yeah, good luck with Fendrana Drifts coming up.
Here we go. All right, let's actually play some video games because Twitch is probably getting mad at me. African Icelandic mix. Oh, so you and I are in the same boat. Interesting. Oh, it means no, oh, that's an I. That's an I. Fiorildi. That's what I'm saying. That's butterfly. Icelandic butterfly. Oh my god. Okay. All right, so let's get to a save point. Now that we've done our language break. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I still want to do that. Send me a handful of words in Icelandic, Swedish. Oh, the stupid thing dropped. I forgot about that. And I'm kind of curious to see if I can. Oh, you said it pretty well there. Oh my god, did I? Fluorine? What? No, I don't think it's fluorine. You know what it is? When I see the Icelandic words, it seems like, okay, that seems pretty straightforward. And then halfway through it, there's a weird consonant or something, and it's pronounced way different. Oh, ow. Oh, you. There you go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Now I can rush it. Rush it. Oh, change the screen. Oh, look at that. Okay, hold on. I didn't realize that happened. Hold on. I'm sorry. Wow, that was weird. I think it's because I put another screen on top of it. Oh, that's so weird. Huh. Hold on. Oh, that's so weird. What's happening there? Oh, wait. Here we go. I'm doing the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, halfway through the word, your tongue just gives up. Never mind. The volcano. And that's another thing. I put the emphasis in the wrong spot. I put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Woo! Woo! Screenception. Alright, there's a save point here. Oh, hold on. I remember these take 2 missiles for some reason. Oh, ow. Whoa, what the hell was that? Oh, okay. Health. Oh, by the way, if you're gonna send me words to try and say, don't like, come on, no profanity, no. I mean, profanity is fine, but you know, don't send me whole sentences trying to get me to say something super inappropriate. I'm just kind of curious to see if I can learn how to say some of these words. The O sound is impossible for Americans, so it comes out as O. See, I would have thought like ooh, like ooh, like I would have thought like if you say the U with the umlaut is like ooh. So like there's a Simpsons episode where he wants a fancy beer instead of a Duff. So Mo puts an umlaut over it, was just the two dots. He puts it over the U and he calls it doof. I don't think I can go that way. That's what it is, right? It's an umlaut. That's the two dots. Give me a fancy beer. Sure. Doof from Sweden. Oh my god, look at this. Look at this mess. I need some health, please. Okay, here we go. What was that one Transformers dub? Do I still have that? Hold on, do I still have that here? I might have ditched that. I think I took that off of my thing. Oh, it was Danish. Danish is the other language that I was trying to think of. It's like Starscream speaking. It's like the Danish dub of Starscream. Which again just makes me hungry. Because, you know, Danish. Oh my god, have a go at me in Danish? Oh, that would be great. And like I said, and that's one thing that I try and emphasize whenever I talk about that kind of stuff. I'm not in any way whatsoever, and I wish I didn't have to say it, but I like to say it just to make sure. I'm not in any way trying to be insulting. I am genuinely curious about how it works. I would love. You know who I am? I'm one of those people who, if I had the ability to retain that information, because God knows I don't, I would learn to say a few greetings and polite phrases in every language I can. I'd love to learn how to say hello and how are you, and I only speak English in a bunch of different languages so that I could greet people and be very friendly, and when the second they say anything else other than a pleasantry, I can tell them that I only speak English. And I like to emphasize that because I think that, like I was sitting there saying, you know, I was trying to say the words with suave, and I was getting it wildly wrong. I'm laughing, but I don't want anybody to think that like, oh, he's laughing, he thinks that it's stupid. Like, I'm not laughing, I think it's stupid. I think I'm pretty stupid for getting it so wrong. Hey, I play. I don't think I'm stupid. I think I just don't know. I don't mean for it to sound so harsh. Oh, yeah, that's right. Whoops. No. Oh my god. Can I like... I know there's an item up there. Okay. You can speak English in Sweden. We're pretty good at it. Yeah, that's what I hear. I watch a couple of Swedish streamers, and they speak perfect English. Like, it's not like I watched them and I'm trying to figure it out. Like, they speak perfect English, and that's what they always say. They've said before, like, people. It's funny because people come into the stream and speak Swedish, and they usually shut them down, and they tell them like, oh, only English in the stream. And then people have asked, why only English if they speak if they speak Swedish, and they say that it's because they want the conversation to be accessible for everybody. But every once in a while there'll be somebody in the background or something, and they'll speak. It's very fascinating. I find it very interesting. Oh my god, that health tank was very, very well timed. Cucumbers? Or as we call them, cucumba. You ever seen that video? Oh my god, that video is great. The guy singing about cucumbers or cucumba. He's singing he's singing about how like healthy they are and everything. It's honestly more fun with English. I hate typing in mode. Oh, I can imagine. That's terrible. I'm the same, Greg. The reason for it is because it alienates the chat into groups. Yeah. As a streamer, you'd rather have the most approachable audience you can have. Yeah, which happens to be. Yeah, in one of the ones that I watch, I forget which one it is, she said straight up that she used to stream in Swedish, and her viewer base was very small. And then just seconds she switched over to English, it grew significantly. And it's because it's just more accessible. All right, I haven't found a save point in a little while, and I kind of need one of those. Yeah, I'm getting hungry. I don't know what we're yelling about. I don't like baguettes. Baguettes it's too sea cucumber. No. If you get a chance, just watch like Jamaican guy. I guess I know he's Jamaican, but just like Jamaican cucumber or something like that. And it's like a minute long, and he sings a song about like the health benefits of cucumbers. But it's so great. This should be safe. Yeah, right over here. I like that the game was straight up. Like, here's a save point. You've been taking too long. Here's a save point. I just stream for an audience comprised of members of this community. So to suddenly talk Dutch would be very strange and off-putting. You'd be surprised, though. I wonder sometimes if there are communities for that sort of... I mean, there obviously are, but I wonder how many people would be interested in a Dutch-only stream. Like, would that be accessible to people? The game I'm playing legit has a loaf of bread with boxing gloves trying to be a pro boxer. Oh, I like that. That sounds fun. That sounds interesting. I definitely do if there were good auto subtitle function. Oh, something that could... Oh, okay, I see what you mean. A YouTube channel I'm sub to is run by a guy from Sweden. He occasionally gets hung up on some English words and phrases, but honestly, he's better at it than some people I've met who were born here. Well, Swedish, I'll leave that. Swedish, in Sweden, they teach English from a young age, don't they? I know in Japan it's the same thing. Japan teaches English from a young age. We unfortunately didn't have language classes until I got to high school. They treat in the US they treat second language like a sort of extra thing. It's not something that's pushed at I went to Catholic grade school. So Catholic grade school had a strong structure, but they did not teach any language. Like, there was no language options. When I got to high school, there was 3. There was French, Spanish, and I think they had Latin, but like nobody took Latin. Worst thing about being Dutch to me is not being able to find a copy of Shadowgate 64 with the English language on it. That's what emulators are for. Me speaking Dutch and auto translating. Yeah, Suave. I think that would be an interesting idea. That would just be like a delayed stream or something. I think it would be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if that's something that can be even done. I kind of self-taught in English because all the shows are in English. Yeah. Here in Iceland, they start around the age 10 for English, Danish at 8. Yeah, U.S. is like, no, they just didn't care. And then even then, when I took Spanish class because I'm Hispanic and I don't speak Spanish. And it's like it was more easy. It was more interesting than the other ones. It was like a joke. It was not a very seriously taught language. They didn't care. We learned how to say go to the beach, and the whole class was in English, and there was no serious nature taken towards serious attitude taken towards language classes in my high school anyway. I know some of them probably do, but and I'll be honest, I'll be honest that was probably something that if I had the opportunity to do nowadays, I would absolutely do much more seriously. I would love to take a language class and like really, really learn a language, because I tried learning Japanese and it's tough to learn a language on your own without any kind of structure. I tried to learn Japanese as far as like Duolingo and Lingo Deer, and then I did some research on my own. But it's not easy. I need the structure. I need a classroom structure. They have the Genki books, which is Genki 1 and Genki 2, which are basically Japanese learning. If you took a Japanese class, these are probably the textbook they teach you from. I want to pick one up, but at the same time, I know what's going to happen is that I'm not going to approach it with a lot of structure. And then I don't have a lot of outlets to practice it. So I know it'll just sort of sit there. Rosetta Stone. I am very interested in Rosetta Stone. The problem is Rosetta Stone is like $500-$600. They're not cheap. Rosetta Stone, you get I think it's like multiple modules, but they're not cheap modules. To get the whole lesson plan, I think it's like $500-$600, and it's not. You know what I mean? It's not even a guarantee. I don't know. Something about the classroom structure, I think. And again, and that's the thing with Rosetta Stone is that you end up on your own. So I sit here and I learn all of these words. I learn all of these introductions of how to say things. And then I don't talk to anybody. You know what I mean? I'm so perplexed that general life skills aren't taught in school. Like doing taxes, cooking healthy meals, fixing equipment. I've argued that for a while, Suave. I've argued for a while that I think that part of health class should be, they teach about the reproductive system and all of this other stuff, and I don't understand why there isn't a life management class that teaches you how to break down your taxes, how to fill out a job resume, how to fix a toilet, basic maintenance around your house. Like, I never understood why there aren't classes to teach you these things. What is Rosetta Stone? Rosetta Stone is, I want to say it's a relatively old. I remember hearing about Rosetta Stone like 15, 20 years ago. It is a series of lessons where you learn language. And then there's Rosetta Stones for every, so you would buy like the Russian Rosetta Stone modules. And then it's supposed to be like a classroom style structure, but it is a comprehensive series of lessons for you to learn language. They used to advertise that when businesses wanted to teach their employees different languages to then send them out into different countries. You have a company and you want your company to have a liaison in France. So, or probably not France, somewhere, in Germany or something like that. Well, same thing. Not the same thing, but in a European country, for instance, where you want them to speak that language. The company would get them Rosetta Stone, and they would learn Rosetta Stone. They would learn the language, and then that would be their way to send them out over there. They want you to be educated, not to, yeah, that's probably a better way to go. You're right, Latimer. They want you to know everything in the books, but they don't want you to know how to fix everything. I guess because the school system is more focused towards academics. Like one is going to university to get a career that use those knowledge, and then practical lessons used for people who simply just want to live a life of security. Although I would argue that some of those lessons are the responsibility of parents to teach, instead of the school system alone, such as cooking, for instance. Well, they used to have cooking in school. They used to have home ec. They used to call it home economics, and home economics was notoriously the class where you might learn to cook things. The class where you would have a bag of sugar or a bag of flour as a baby was in the old days was typically home ec. When my high school did it, it was health because we didn't have home ec. And then not every health class did it. My health class did not do that. The less speakers there are of a given language, the harder it is to learn. Yeah, I guess that's always sort of the problem. I mean, that's sort of the issue with the Native American, like the Navajo languages and stuff, or the Navajo language. That is, that's such a centralized culture, and there are not a lot of people who speak those languages out in the rest of the world. So it's difficult for those languages to get out there. It used to be called home ec. Yeah, that was incredibly basic. Yeah, it's very basic. But you know what? Elements. Some people need that basic. Anybody who says, "Oh, I can't even make mac and cheese. And I can't even boil water. Or I can't even make like mac. I can't even follow the directions on the box. Like stuffing. Like if you can't make stuffing, that's not like a badge of honor where you're like, oh, I can't even make stuffing. Like that's bad. That's something that you should have learned. I mean, it's literally like hot water in you pour the breadcrumbs into boiling water and you turn the heat down and you wait like 3 minutes and you've made stuffing. And there's people that will say like a badge of honor, like they don't know how to make it. Like, dude. Yeah, they'll call it life hacks. Yeah, cooking is very helpful in school. It's an important skill to learn, and that's the thing, and that's the idea. Like Aqua said, like some of these lessons maybe they should be taught at home, but the point of school, especially high school, like grade school, one of the most important things about grade school or grammar school, whatever you call it, up until like grade 8, one of the most important things is to learn basic knowledge. You're supposed to learn basic math and English and you increase your vocabulary slowly but surely, learn reading skills, learn writing skills. Like these are all the basics. These are foundations for education. And then in high school, you should be starting to learn life skills. You should be, if you want to go further in math or English or whatever, that's fine. But that's when you get health class. That's when they start teaching you about the reproductive system and all of that stuff. That's when gym, the physical education, your PE class, that's when PE ramps up, and you're not just playing dodgeball. You go and they have tests. Like we had every year at high school, we had physical education tests. You needed to be able to run a certain amount. You needed to be able to do a pull-up. They're treated like life lessons because that's what they're supposed to be. The problem is that they just kind of ditch a lot of those life lessons. There's a bunch of that stuff, like we said, like cooking, like managing your own personal life, that they don't bother teaching. And yes, some of that stuff is on your parents for them to be teaching you that, but it is the high school's responsibility as a structure to make sure that you learn a lot of these lessons. I hated those running tests. Food tech, sewing is interesting. Metalwork, wood and plastic. Yeah, we had wood shop class. Everybody had wood shop class. You don't need wood shop class, but it's an interesting skill to learn. At my school, you had to be able to pass a swim test. Yeah, we didn't have a swimming pool. There's the legend of the pool on the roof, but I'm pretty sure that's not true. But yeah, we didn't have a pool, so we did not have a swimming test. But yeah, we had a volleyball test. We had football, and a lot of these were mostly just lessons about the sport themselves. Basketball, but then there were certain things that we had to do. We had to run a certain distance. We had to do a few, like you had to get up on the horse. You know, all that Olympic crap where you got to like pull yourself up on the ropes and all that stuff. Like we had to do that stuff, but it was not intense. Like it wasn't like we had to climb a rope, but you had to climb it 10 feet and then come back down. It was not like in TV shows where they go all the way up to the ceiling. Some of the stuff like making CV, sexual health, social relations, PSHE lesson, usually during registration. Yeah, a pool on the roof. I don't watch Hackers again. Occasionally we do laps around the. That's what we had to do. We had to do laps around the school. Well, we had to do laps around the school, but then the test was a mile. It was a mile run in under 20 minutes or under 10 minutes, I think, which is not bad at all. I think it was actually under 20 minutes, but it's not bad at all. But for us, it was like 2 times around the school. Like we had a huge school with the parking lot and outdoor area and everything. So it was like 2 times around there. Not huge. Probably just huge. Learning how to swim is mandatory here. So hearing of places that doesn't. Yeah. We don't have. So much of the U.S. is landlocked, you know, which is weird to say because it's all the same country. But the U.S. has 2 coasts, and then there's some weirdness down towards the bottom in the Florida area around the Gulf of Mexico. But then everything else is landlocked. You know, there's people in the middle of the country that have never been to the beach, you know, because they live 2,000 miles from any beach. We, you know, a lot of places don't have deep rivers. You know, there's not a lot of water that needs to be concerned about. Yeah, and the lakes up in the Northeast, which is, you know, it's there, but nobody up there. They probably have swimming tests. Did you do gymnastics? Yeah, that's why we did some of that stuff. But again, that was high school. It was high school, and it wasn't really intense. You know, we did the long jump, but then or not the long jump, the high jump. But then the bar was like a foot off of the mat. Like, you know what I mean? It's not serious. All right. We have lingered long enough, and I'm super hungry. So let's call the noisy boy here, because he was being super annoying and noisy earlier. Hey, Flipnote. Flipnote, you missed a hell of a show. My PE class was an actual swim class. Yeah, see, we didn't have that. Oh, and if I did not say it, I apologize. Sir Maticus, if you're still here, thank you so much for the follow. I don't remember if I said that or not. I think I was trying to speak Swedish very poor. Is that what I was speaking? Was I speaking Swedish? I think I was trying to speak Swedish very poorly. A lot of people drowned in the old days. Yeah, and that's what happens. That's what happens. You find that and it makes sense. Your grade school and high school lessons will always be tailored to the things that you have in your area. You know, if you live in a place with a lot of water, your athletics department is going to teach you swimming. See, when you're quiet, you are adorable. When you meow incessantly, you drive me crazy. But I love you. Thank you. How old is Sage? 14, something like that. He's up there. It makes me sad. Good thing I have my headphones on. Otherwise, you'd have 2 cats to feed. Here, turn your speakers all the way up. Yeah, swimming was required in my school. As Island in the Nation. Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. I see you, Metroid Prime. He's an old. Yeah, he's an old man. He makes me sad. Let's. Hold on. Cause I had to turn that off because I got a blue screen right in my face. thank you, everybody. Hold on, let's see if we can before we head out. Let's see if we can find somebody. Let's share. Oh my god, I feel like I want to find a Swedish streamer. I feel like, oh my god, is there anybody? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Wow, is there nobody on my feed that I want to? Hold on, let me see something here. Before we go, because I like to share the love when I can, when I get the opportunity to do so. Does anybody know anybody? My cat is 7 and unfortunately has diabetes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. My hometown is along one of the Great Lakes, but I haven't actually been in the water since shortly after I graduated. I think my friend's cat is like 18, a real grumpy old man. My grandma's cat was 21, outlived her. Wow, 21. Wow, do you hear that, buddy? You got some years on you. We take care of him, so he's good. I think he's all right. I'm not seeing anybody to stream. Precipice, is that somebody to stream, or is that just where we are in as the stream? Precipice. That looks like a game. All right, so we'll just I can't really see somebody to stream there. So we're just gonna head out. Thank you everybody for stopping and for hanging out. For trying to teach me some words. Hopefully I got some interesting words on my Twitter feed to see if I can figure out how to pronounce. Is Johnny streaming? No, Johnny's not streaming unless he's gonna start at 7 o'clock. I think he might. He's probably going to start at 7 o'clock. So I don't know. I feel like I want to just hang out and wait for him to start, but I don't want to. I'm hungry. He said he's not today. Okay, so he said he's not today. All right, so we're just going to go. So thank you everybody for stopping in and for hanging out. I hope it's been a good time. It was a blast for me. I had a ton of fun today. You know what? That should be a stream. We should do one whole stream where I get a bunch of people from different language backgrounds, and it just I try and pronounce words. I feel like I could fill like 3 hours of just me trying to figure out how to say words. But tomorrow at 3 p.m. we will return with more Metroid Prime, and we'll start. Where were we at? Fendrana Drifts. I think we just got the Fendrana Drifts. So we can go there, give it the ice beam, because I love the ice beam. I'm an ice fan. Whenever it comes to like spells in a game, I always love ice spells. I don't know why. I love ice spells more than I love water spells, which is weird because I am a water sign. If you believe in that sort of thing, which I typically don't, but you know, it's fun to talk about. But thank you everybody. I need like a cool screen for when I do this. Yeah, thank you everybody. Have an amazing day. Go play something fun. Go eat something, because I'm super hungry and I want you all to eat food too. I will eat vicariously through everybody else here. But thank you. Have a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow.